Welcome to Elite Encounters. I'd like to give a special welcome back to the Elite. Yes, that's you, our awesome subscribers and followers. We'd like you guys to take a look at our channel, check out the links there, and of course that fantastic subscribe and follow button. Hit that and you too can become one of the Elite. We also, we do have a website. It should be in there. Yeah, you guys can get to it from that as well. We've got some Patreon, and we are actually working on several things for that here lately, because we're also getting ready for PopCon. Guys, if you are in the Indy area, come and check us out at PopCon. Play some bar fights for bonding with us, and you'll possibly even create your own adventuring party to go through PopCon and have a new gaming group to hang out with. So, with that said, make sure you check us out on Mondays as well for Bloodlords. Yes, Overwatch?
You missed a perfect opportunity. You just said PopCon, blah, 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 with your own adventure party and have your own elite encounter. But you didn't say it. I was like, aww.
I'm sorry.
Can we start over?
Do it again.
Yeah. Can we take it from the top?
We'll fix it in post.
Yeah, we're live right now. We can't
like
exactly.
a 4x4 or
can't fix it.
No.
4x6.
Yeah, clue by 4. Yeah.
But yeah, guys, check us out. Mondays, Bloodlords. They just finished book 1, and if you've been following and you missed that one, whew, yeah, there was definitely a bullshit button on that one. I was sending messages going, wow, that was fun.
I'm not happy.
The Christopher
I'm sure
Walken.
you're not.
Wow.
So
we actually remain spoiler free, so Chevy over there could watch and get the same reaction.
That's why I'm not saying anything.
He's watched.
I'm just saying wow.
Yeah, but there's still other people who may have now.
The audience needs to go watch.
Yeah, it was definitely worth the. Whew,
Don't tell Chevy that.
it was definitely one of those.
The shock value is worth following the channel. I'll say that.
And subscribing?
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
absolutely.
Always.
Holy crap.
I should subscribe again.
And when you do watch it, the reaction, the faces that we make,
it's all
are
in the face,
genuine
guys.
No,
because
dude.
we had no clue.
No clue.
All in the face, all over the table. It was all in the face. And
Crazy.
so we've got that. We've got, of course, Soul Severed here on Tuesdays. And Wednesdays, check out Barnabas Brushes. You know, as we've said before, pretty much most of our figures and such here have been painted by that amazing man. And then you also want to check out Overwatch if he's playing some video games on Thursday.
Definitely not this Thursday. We're packing.
We are definitely packing and getting
Packing.
ready for PopCon. Hopefully we'll have some content to show you guys from there, even if it's just some pictures and clips and stuff. But yeah, that's all of
the extra content we filmed at PopCon will come up on Patreon. So if you want the lost archives of PopCon, go check us out on Patreon.
Absolutely.
Subscribe there and get access to that content as it comes available.
Absolutely, guys.
Never mind.
And he's forgotten himself.
I love you.
He
There.
was channeling his actually.
Yes. This is bullshit.
Actually, this is bullshit.
Well, so let's get down to one of his favorite things here. Previously on Soul Severed, the United Souls had found this Blightstone. It was making people sick in this town. It's starting to sicken the land, and Esteban had told them there's a ritual to purify it, so it can be destroyed or it could be removed from the area and sent back to the void. And upon actually getting through this ritual, which they had to have help with because they found they didn't quite have the skill to do it yet. So they needed someone else. And there just so happened to be another group of adventurers, the Ebb and Accord, that was going to be working on purifying Blightstone. And they had the ritual, they had the components and everything. Turns out they had nefarious reasons, though. And their leader, Velcrin, got away, but not before their little halfling rogue had swiped the glistening sun spear, one of the icons of ascendance from Sunshine, and slipped it to Velcrin.
Well, somewhere in the fight, it got to him. Nobody's
It
quite
passed
sure
hands.
how.
It passed hands a few times, unseen by our adventurers. And once their leader was gone, and the island elf was down, the halfling and Red gave up. They didn't want to die. And Nisla said she could possibly get it back for them. The halfling rogue that had stolen it did get it back through some interesting pockets that are apparently connected to other people's pockets. And after that, and during that, Sivril disappeared with the island elf. Nisla, afraid that he had killed her, made a deal to be let go. She told them where they could find the drop-off point for the altered Blightstone that actually connected to Charlotte, Sivril's maker.
Bitch.
You're comatose. Shut up.
Once they had gone through all this, they decided they were going to take all this neutralized Blightstone. While it was in that form, they could destroy it, pouring it all out into an area. Sivril took a swing at one to test. And we're gonna pick up right there because Sivril had his own little experience as he completely missed the stone, and his sword stayed hovering about an inch off the ground to the left of the stone as he's facing it. All of you just see him stop. I mean, he doesn't breathe, so looking for him to breathe, you didn't see that, of course. But 5 seconds goes by. 10. 30. He hasn't moved.
That'd probably be where I would touch him.
He's not moving.
I remember he looked like almost frozen in time, but not stuck. Just still like a living statue. And I
Did Avery start drawing on him?
If he would sit still long enough for me to do it, I would.
Technically, he is sitting still long enough for you to do it.
He didn't move when anybody touched him.
And he was taken aback because it's very odd for him to do that.
It's odd for him to miss.
Yeah, that's fair.
And I
been
mean,
a day.
there's no movement to the sword. There's no change in his posture. He's
Sunshine,
at
do you
the
know
end
what's
of a
going on
swing.
here?
And nothing.
So if
You
we
ever seen
push
this
on
before?
him, does he just kind of sway back?
I mean, how
I'm
hard do
not-
you push?
Not enough to push him over.
Okay.
Not that person.
I mean, you push and he just kind of stays where you pushed him. So he's kind of now leaning a little.
I don't know.
I'm too small to try this, but could we try taking the sword out of his hands? I feel like I'm a little
Are you
too...
going to try?
No, because I'm not big enough.
Are you trying then, Avery?
I will try, and we'll
'Kay.
find out.
As soon as you touch it, you hear Several's voice in your head say, I'm not yours. Please don't.
I'm not gonna fuck around with the sword. I will with several, not his weapon.
I will fuck around with several, but I will not fuck around with his weapon.
And then you hear in your head, huh? You heard me. He's not. You still hear it even though you're not touching it.
I'm just concerned for him. I don't want to take his weapon permanently.
Several, you suddenly back looking at the ground.
Leaning slightly.
And we're moving. Finally. You don't hear this anymore, Avery. He's talking to himself now. You were out of it.
What the hell was that?
I was just about to pose you in the
Nope.
YMCA pose.
And then you kind of hear him go, ooh,
No, you weren't.
ooh, that's a weird feeling. Now I'm having two No, I was there too. Okay, no, I gotcha.
That more time god bullshit that you got going on there? Or what's happening?
Well, there's a lot going on actually. These things are probably a little more powerful than I think we give credit to them.
They're just rocks.
You didn't just miss?
I didn't just miss.
Caused him to buffer.
Yeah. So when you're way out here, your Wi-Fi sucks. So you go to swing at things. You get this. Really makes it easy for the enemy to dodge.
Yeah,
Lag.
you're
bit.
definitely not on LTE or
Yeah, right.
No.
5G.
Cyril.exe
Yeah,
stopped
right.
working.
Yeah. Alt F4. Shut that bitch down. Well,
Blue screen of death.
that's right.
Sorry, you already killed that.
Yes.
At least it's not a red
Winderfoot
screen,
needs to
that's
upgrade
bad.
to fiber because this is shit.
Turn it off and turn it on again and find out if it works.
No, he's pretty much
Give
off.
it the finger first. That's always what you do. You gotta give it the finger first.
Then you gotta smack it.
Yeah, you have to hit it with your IT certificate, which is a camping axe.
Yeah, so there's a lot of people who are watching these things or keeping an eye on these things or taking note of them, per se.
Of the rocks?
Yes. And let me just say, some of them are nicer than others. And some don't really care about what's going to happen to the people that these things are around.
So it sounds like people. They're good, they're bad, there's indifferent, and there's whatever you're talking about.
I put my sword up and I put my, am I all together? Am I all here? Is everything okay?
Since
You do that, and as you put your hand down, you feel something
pocket.
slide down your sleeve
In my
into your
pocket.
hand, and then you put it right in your pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to make sure nobody sees that.
Yep.
can I have a perception check?
Give me a
See
thievery.
bullshits.
No, I want a perception.
Roll a thievery.
Who, me?
Yes. Be versus their DC.
Yeah, no. I'm just going like this, and when I feel shit moving down my pocket, I put my hand in my pocket. Or move my sleeve, I put my hands in my pocket.
Okay.
I'm not thievery. What kind of fucking skills do you think I have over here?
Yeah, I mean,
Not thievery.
you could always roll a nat 20.
Yeah, okay.
I mean,
It
you
is
could.
always possible.
No, I don't really give two shits. My hand goes in my pocket, and whatever's in my sleeve slides into my pocket.
More concerned about Cyril's almost feeling an expression of not being all there. That's never happened before. Genuine concern, because he's an undead rock, but he's a rock, and now he's like
An undead rock with feelings?
yes, with feeling, yeah.
Strange.
So whatever happened was huge.
Well, for the good of these people, we need to destroy these.
Of course. Can we stick them into the pocket dimension and blow them up there?
Well, look, I don't.
Well, pocket dimension.
I agree with your
Can't you make
assessment
those?
that we need to destroy them. I don't think dumping them in the middle of the
Town.
and destroying them in the middle of the town is a great idea.
I mean, hindsight, 2020. you know.
Yeah, yeah. Trust me, I know.
Yeah.
They are inert right now. So
What happens if they break and they're not? So
Can I try to shoot one?
go ahead. Absolutely.
that's gonna be fun.
You can always try.
So I'm talking.
Your Naylor being impatient.
What happens if they break and we don't break them down enough? Do they just become mini, small, angry rocks, like angry rock dust, or like
You're the
what's the limit
bard.
whenever they are done? As I'm talking, just blam!
I got a 23.
Oh yeah, you hit one. How big of one? They range from a little
I'm
bigger than a
gonna-
bowling ball down to.
I'm going to hit the one he was trying to hit
Okay.
with the sword.
All right. You hit it. Roll damage.
Yeah, I guess I got to do that, don't I?
One right at Several's foot.
Yep.
She's a sharpshooter. She can hit a flea.
Shards of blightstone embedding in his legs now.
Good thing I'm a surgeon.
He doesn't need that leg.
Yeah, he does.
18. All right. So you guys hear the blam, and all of a sudden the stone at your feet just shatters.
I grab a hold of my chest and I collapse to the ground.
It shatters like glass
My bad.
into tiny, tiny little pieces. And then you see them just kind of into dust.
Okay. That's what happens.
At least they go away.
Several
Yeah, that would have been problematic
literally collapsed to the ground.
if I shot it and then it just turned into
Shrapnel.
infinitely smaller blightstone.
It's like Quicksilver.
But I might have killed
Can
several.
vampires have heart attacks, or is
I
he
mean,
playing?
he can act.
His heart doesn't beat.
Okay.
Let's see, what's it doing?
Are you guys gonna keep the box, or should we just go ahead and go?
I think we need the box to set up the meeting.
We're gonna take the box.
Okay. We're gonna go then.
Adios.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot you were here.
Yep. I thought about just slipping off while you guys were
That would have been wise.
watching him stand there like a statue. Bye, frenemies.
Don't forget to write.
Or do.
Please do.
I could set up a pocket before.
No.
Okay. Never mind. I just figured I'd offer.
Everyone check your...
She kind of gets grabbed by a big, huge red hand, just shoulder, turns her, and keeps the hand on her shoulder as they walk away.
So does anybody have a big hammer? You can smash these things with?
No.
I'm just gonna let it go.
No, not them. The rocks.
Wow.
Chevy wants to play Rock-a-Mole.
But don't.
We're playing stone, I see.
Apparently, yeah. You guys
I've
played
reached
stuff
out
sometimes.
and I had to offer Several my hand.
I would say his hand is cold and clammy, but that's not unusual.
Yeah.
But there's
Nope. It's not cold right now.
like I said, I would say my hand is cold and clammy, but that's not unusual. Kind of think of how Sunshine would feel if Sunshine saw a ghost.
She tried to kill it.
Well, she can't.
His hand is warm to the touch.
But, no, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
I know.
He's warm, but it's not. It's that.
One, it's odd my hand is warm, and two, it's not only warm, it's cold and clammy.
So it's,
You got a
it's
fever.
warm and sticky then.
Yeah.
It's all the things at once.
Basically, it's not, inert. It's like it's almost alive again. And you're having emotions.
Something
It
maybe.
restarted.
Something just scared him to death. Oh, back
My
to
bad.
diet alive.
So sorry.
Scared him alive.
it. Reversed.
Because he's
Scared
scared
him to
alive,
life.
Laura. All right.
So if a person bites a zombie, does the zombie turn mortal?
No.
Oh.
Oh, gross.
No, but I'm sure you could make a ballad or a story about it.
I'm a bard, of course I can.
Are you guys going to continue to break these?
I think we should try.
Okay.
Are you okay?
I don't say anything. I don't remember saying anything. I'm knelt on the ground. You have his hand. He's just kind of staring off into the distance.
This is interesting.
I didn't mean to scare you, Several.
Can I get a bardic on the fuck is going on
With him?
with him?
With him?
Yeah.
That'd be more of a perception. Trying to kind of figure out what's going on with
I
him.
asked for one earlier, but I never got it. It's okay.
Did you roll it?
No.
Okay, well, roll it.
Fuck right off.
No, we just kept going. It was fine.
In my defense, though, I didn't think it was possible to scare you with a gunshot. So, just
That's the next thing. The fuck is going on?
right. Yeah, 51.
Yeah, I got a 31 on my perception.
31. Wow. Okay.
We already discussed that he's, imbibed recently.
Oh no.
What would you say is the main thing? I mean, is he in shock? Is he putting on an act? What is the main emotion going on there? Or
I think he's like he's probably scared.
what? Pretty scared?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you definitely read that
Yeah, he's scared.
he's terrified actually. But with a 31, and what is your will DC?
Mine,
Yes.
27.
Okay. With a 31, you and his will DC being that high, you're not quite sure if it was the gunshot or something else.
The actual fuck. The mountain of anger and hate and destructive forces known as civil is terrified.
Sorry.
For you, Nayla.
I'm sorry, but do you actually know him? He does have feelings. He doesn't show them all the time, but he has feelings.
I understand he has feelings, but
and
him?
anger is not the only one.
it's like 98% of the time. And the other two are sleeping.
Which he doesn't do very often.
Yeah. So, just so I just want to go concern.
Concern.
All right, guys, stand back. I'm gonna try something.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
Maybe I should have said stand back first.
All the rocks, all the rocks on the ground in front of me. I'm gonna try Stormcaller Surge and just blast through them with a lightning bolt.
Okay.
Okay, you cover that year, I'll cover this year. Maybe he won't get scared.
I mean,
How many targets can that
the
hit?
lightning bolt
Everything in the line,
doesn't.
120-foot line. So if they're in a 5-foot square or 20-foot line, whatever that takes to fill them up, I can blast them all.
I mean, if you sat there and adjusted them all in a line, you could probably get them all. But you blast into the pile, and I take it you don't blast through the pile, just kind of into the pile.
Yeah.
And you definitely hear the shattering and such. The shatter is louder than the electric sound, the sizzle sound of the actual spell itself. So as you bust through them, you see several of them just shatter. It doesn't shatter the whole pile. The whole pile is bigger than 20 feet around because it was in a 20-foot around cistern. So you've got quite a bit of them. So,
Okay.
I mean, with some spells or hammers
So
and
these
such.
are these were rocks, correct? And so you shoot lightning through them. Now there's going to be dust flying everywhere as he's blowing them into
Yes.
pieces.
Well, they shatter into small pieces that look like crystal or glass, and then that just, it doesn't dust, it drops down into the ground.
Sure.
Like ash almost.
I
Or things despawn.
collapse onto the ground.
Oh my gosh.
Boom.
Somebody drag him away from.
Can we get him
This.
31 feet away from the pile of rocks?
Always 31 feet.
Do we think that something about him is somehow connected to these rocks?
I think this. Now can I have my bardic?
I mean, you can absolutely try.
Uh-oh. He's getting the business out now.
Man.
Well, this one's made of heavy.
Should have rolled the other one.
Yes. So, I know everything.
I know everything.
He knows everything about nothing.
That is wrong. You know everything that is wrong.
Yes.
Well, I guess that's better than knowing nothing about everything.
Right?
Yeah, the more that these break, the more dead he gets.
Yeah. Yeah, I rolled a 1. Have fun with that.
Oh.
You rolled a 1.
Oh.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep, you did.
On a bardic.
There's some epic stories about
Okay.
those things.
Actually.
I may have one for you.
If I rolled any harder, I don't know.
I don't know, he says.
You want to be great
Here
right
we
now?
go. This
Here.
one's perfect.
Did you just pull some random story out of your...
No. I
Yes.
did not. It wasn't random.
It is random.
I have a fail right here for him.
Look,
It's still random.
you're an asshole.
I have a critical fail right here.
At least it's not like,
The last one told us about the spoons.
That is true.
I mean, you guys don't know that he failed, though.
that wasn't a failure. That was just terrible.
That is true. All the spoons go to the
I'm
left.
just going to add something to this one, though.
Thought it was
Because,
to the right.
since you're trying to figure out what's going on with Several.
When Cyril falls, is he making any sort of a noise other than like the sound of hitting the ground?
No.
What? So if a Sifril falls in the woods and everyone's there to hear it, what does it sound like?
Thump.
Like,
Sack potatoes.
Elven potatoes.
Like a sack of dead meat.
Oh.
Ugh.
what?
I didn't say rotten. I said dead.
Nah,
I don't know that makes it any better.
Nah.
Well, what else would your meat be?
Oh,
You don't want to know what I mean.
You should be the only one that knows and not the rest of us. And I do not want to discuss that here.
6:28.
All right, you can hand that
Phrasing.
over to Evelyn. Hand that to Esteban.
Look, this hat has an aura. It's an aura that helps you, not an aura of perversion. That's next level.
Coming from you.
right.
They say the Blightstone is the frozen breath of a lich queen. If you whisper your name to it, it remembers. It draws your magic until you forget it yourself, obviously. Several has died alive. It is being drained like magic. We need to stop.
Is it literally reversing him back alive?
No. When we break the crystals, it's pulling his unlife force out and dissipating it. And
So even if we do this 31 feet away,
Oh,
Can I get a medical check on several?
Sure.
not gonna lie, Esteban, that kind of sounds like bullshit.
Right.
I think you just pulled that right out of your hat.
there's nothing I ever say is bullshit.
Everything.
Everything is true, written by scrolls and scribes. Everybody loves me.
That
No one
right-
remembers me.
that right there was bullshit.
I have a 38
Where's
and
that button?
medicine. No, 30.
That is
9.
Esteban's tagline.
Or
Everybody loves me. No
Does he
one
count?
remembers.
Nope.
Nope, he does. I have a 38.
That's actually pretty good.
I'm medically examining him.
Health throw.
Sure.
You don't
His
want to know.
nose is bleeding.
What?
Bleeding?
He's had
No one makes me bleed my own blood.
I do.
bad blood some recently.
I'm disturbed.
Wait, I didn't think he had.
Yeah, I mean, he did just go face down to the ground. So, yeah, you lift his head and he's got a bloody nose.
Is Does he have a pulse right now?
Is he a gusher?
I think so. Yeah.
When we're normally in fights and you get injured,
It's
would we
weird,
see
it's
you
a-
bleed?
It's
Like
not a
normally?
normal pulse.
Flutter.
Have I
Yeah, it's
seen
fluttering.
you bleed before?
So he does. I do bleed. It's just very light compared to the wound I receive, right? So
It's
I'm-
more coagulated.
Yeah. It's kind of like Jello.
So this is definitely a stark contrast to.
This is definitely bleeding. Like he's just dripping blood.
There's always room for Jello.
Shut up.
Now I can't get it out of my head what you sent me earlier.
Okay.
So
I'm talking to the bard at the end of the table.
Oh,
I don't even remember what I sent, but it was hilarious. I know when I did it.
so when
Chevy, can you help me take him to our room?
Yep.
I bring the rope.
Oh, this is gonna be amusing.
I just
So-
grab his ankles and start dragging.
Okay.
That's rude.
I was hoping for a little bit more strength and oomph.
You know,
what if
You grab his wrist.
can we just put it? We can put him on Elgato.
But Elgato can't get to sort of the.
Well, sure, but he can get it 99% of the
Alright.
way.
you could just make a bigger hole in the wall.
Help me get him on my
I'm not
shoulder.
gonna destroy the
Okay.
halfling hall.
I'm gonna throw silver over my shoulder and start walking to the room.
Thank you for finishing that.
Yeah,
Not going to
yeah.
destroy the
Use strength-
halfling.
Strength check.
Oh, I might destroy
For
a
me to carry
halfling.
several.
It's always an option.
I don't think that would have fit there. Just so you know.
What?
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 The thing you sent me.
What are we
I
talking
want to
about?
know.
Not without.
The thing I just sent you,
Hang on.
100% would fit there.
I don't like where this is going.
Look,
Did he drop his sword,
I need an adult.
by the way?
Me too.
I'm in the bard, and
His
I need
sword
an
was
adult.
sheathed.
You always need an adult.
Yes, fair.
Okay, if his sword is sheathed and not drawn, then I'll leave it there. But if if it's still in his hand and he had dropped it, I would have
I'm
picked it
pretty
up.
sure he said he sheathed it.
Is everything
Yeah,
an innuendo?
Yeah, he did sheath his sword.
Okay, good.
I think,
Us? Yes.
I think everything is an innuendo.
So I'm throwing several on my
No.
shoulder and going to whatever room you're taking me to.
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
The fuck are you saying?
This is like shared thoughts, but
Yep,
like
he's
But it's not.
modern.
yeah, he's
But not.
You already agreed to that 100 years ago.
no.
Yes.
No.
Oh,
You put
no.
the blue thumbs up and everything. Winch, please.
Winch.
I don't remember
Wow.
doing that.
He's gonna be scrolling for like 35
Yeah,
minutes.
we've now lost
No,
him.
it was. There's a thumbs up on there, but I don't remember.
823.
823.
That blue
got
thumbs up is just like,
screenshots
sure,
and
whatever,
edits.
several. Yep.
But yeah, you would have had to do what you did to that.
Well,
other
then that's
thing.
not where. Then that's not where it's at. Then all of this is different now. Hope you're ready to retcon the whole first part of the show.
We can fix it in post.
You can do what I. Yeah, we can fix it in post.
Jesus
you can.
Christ.
It can. You can be where that.
This is
it
a-
can,
this is a
the thing I
4x4.
said there. So you're good.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on.
Mom
I
and
don't
Dad
either.
are fighting.
I'm being carried. Here we go.
Okay.
Yep.
Do we all follow?
How much do you weigh?
I don't know.
You should never ask a vampire's weight.
I rolled a 7
Ooh.
That's rough.
Ooh.
plus 19 athletics. So
Okay.
You're good.
I was like, Sunshine may
good.
be lifting the heavy part.
I mean, you used to be on a ship. You're
Yeah.
used to, you
I'm
know,
good.
I mean,
I've
I
carried
got a
barrels
moving
30,
things around
so-
and having to, hold ropes in place. You're good. He's not that. He's not that hard to carry. He's a lot heavier than you would think he would be, being an elf. The elves
Yeah.
are supposed to be light and
Because when he
lithe.
was alive,
I mean,
he was
he's
just
very
muscle.
lithe, but he's more
Sack of
hefty
dead
than
meat.
you thought.
Sack of dead meat.
Sorry.
I mean, he really is. He's a sack of diet alive meat.
we better hurry, Sunshine. I think he's setting up rigor mortis.
Are you saying? Are you saying I'm just dead weight?
I mean, you also got your weapon on you, so
None
that
of us said
causes
that.
a lot of weight.
Currently, yes.
I
None
now,
of us said that.
I now remember what I sent you.
Speaking
Delayed.
of buffering,
This whole show is just taking place on Seer's phone right now.
basically just a buffer. People catching up.
I haven't sent her anything, so
My phone is behind
You
me.
could just see the circle of dots just going around
Yep.
the top.
Let me just get my sign. There used to be one that said DM loading.
Yes.
And I would just put it in front of me.
he's high density.
This was Esteban loading.
That's right. High density. Thank you, Barnabas. Thank
all
you. I
right.
appreciate you, bro. Where are you? Come save me from these crazies.
Zara misses you.
Excuse you.
What?
Come save me from these crazies. You know you included me in that.
It's the royal we.
You know.
It's the
All
right
right,
way to
so
do it.
you guys get
He's
to
like, "I will
the room.
stab you."
There's
I'll get my
there's
crossbow back out.
absolutely no sheets on the bed.
Okay.
Obviously, turned down service came in, and didn't
Finish.
finish, and but
Okay.
yeah,
I mean,
I throw him on the bed anyways.
okay.
That's fine.
Flum.
that's never been. Never mind.
Take a nap.
He's laying on bed.
All right. You need anything else, Sunshine?
Nope, that's it.
All right.
Appreciate it.
I'm gonna head
Do
So-
to go.
something with the rocks, please.
You guys
Yeah, I'm gonna blast
pretty
him
much
again.
just kind of go blasting and
Yeah,
shooting
just
and things like
basically
that.
use 10 minutes to refocus, blast, 10 minutes to refocus, blast, as much as, unless anybody else has spells to use that can
I mean,
blast a
eventually
bunch
you
of
guys
these
kind of,
things.
if you're gonna wait 10 minutes, start putting them in a
Yeah.
line.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everybody starts putting them in a line.
Are we from
Clean
the?
his face.
If anyone asked, we are from the Department of Mines and Mining.
100%.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
From the School of
Throwback
Mines.
today.
So when he leaves and he shuts the door, I literally sit straight up in the bed and I wipe the blood off my nose. And I look at Sunshine and I go, "We're fucked." You know that, right?
Yeah. We're in some deep shit.
Like,
The only thing we can do is keep trudging.
you
Do
do you have any idea who's looking for us? Or is now all of a sudden paying attention to us all of a sudden?
Well, we've already run into a couple of deities. So, kind of?
So
We have.
break it down. Well, yeah, those really didn't count because realistically, they're not looking for us. They're fighting each other.
Well, no, we ran into the nature deity and she gave Avery the compass thing.
Let me break it down for you. If the
Thank
nature
you.
deity bestows compasses to people, do you think she's looking for us?
No.
I think she knows exactly where we are.
Avery's a follower. So, okay.
Watery
who's-
tart displaying.
I'm just saying that we've had multiple. Yes, I know who's looking for us. We have.
Do you know your goddess has a sister?
Yes.
Do you
And
know?
a brother.
Yeah, I've gathered this thus far. Do you know that one, she knows my name, and two, she's actively watching everything that we do? I don't know about you, but I didn't have much interaction with these people before now, and now that's like two that have come on and knocked on my door.
I don't know if you
Two.
guys saw it, but I saw Sunshine twitch.
I did.
Yeah.
She did that rapid blinking
Your
thing.
your deity showed up and told me that I had to stop my conversation with Brother Farron, and so I could come out here and watch you drop holy hellfire on these poor people.
Poor people.
That stole your crystal out of your tits.
Oh god, it's a couples fight.
Right. I'm glad we're out
At
here
least
blasting
it's in the
rocks.
room.
However,
No, my ear's out the
However.
door right now. I'm like,
I was asking Brother Farron about what happens to, souls as they move on, especially elves, considering that we are actively dying in the world.
Yeah.
And I asked him to do some praying and searching for me, and he did some praying and searching, and then I went back to him like I said I was going to, and he did some woojy shit, and your god showed up, talked to me, touched me on the shoulder, had a whole conversation, opened the door, I walked out the door, we fought, we did the thing, I went to kill the fucking stones, and lo and behold, her sister shows up.
I'm gonna need you to slow down.
Take some notes.
You know, within a matter of 20 minutes, I've been touched by 2 gods.
Hello.
That's a lot to take in.
Yeah.
Not even just gods, it's supremes.
Where did the gods touch you?
You're not there.
Sorry.
I almost expected that to come out of Avery's mouth and them to realize she's got her ear to the door. But no.
I just don't think this is a conversation that everyone needs to be a part of. So, you know, A+ for my acting with my 0 acting skills. I had to punch myself in the face. Are you kidding me?
You know, you could have just said,
Nope.
"Hey, Sunshine,
Nope.
come here."
Nope. Because if I would have said, okay, let's put it into perspective. I'm standing there for however long I was standing there, and you were shoving on me because I almost fell over when you came, you know, when I came to.
I did not shove you that hard.
When I come to and all of a sudden I'm like, we need to talk. Everyone's gonna be like, oh my God, what's going on? And
Jerry.
see, exactly.
That's what gives her away. Is a Jerry chant.
I still have some rum in me, probably.
Maybe
Probably.
not directly after you come out of whatever
I mean, it's only
stupor
been
that you were
about
in, but
What do you think I was
10
gonna
minutes
talk about?
since you were drinking.
I don't know.
Oh, shit.
I didn't know anything. It's really hard to figure out. Oh, my boyfriend's being touched by a deity while he's standing here trying to break fucking rocks because you're standing still.
Hello, Chris Hansen.
That's not what comes to my mind at first. Not only a god, but a supreme goddess.
Are you even trying to be stealthy, or are you making comments to yourself outside the door?
You know, I'm slowly just getting louder with my voice. At this point, I don't
she has
even
been
care.
drinking.
Not just
Tell him,
a
Sunshine.
supreme. not just
The
any
door does
supreme.
open in, by the way.
I walk over to the door and open the door and grab her by the front of
Oh,
her
she
clothes.
starts to
yeah,
stumble
and I
in
pull her
anyway.
into the door. In
Hi.
through the door and shut the door.
Hi.
Sit down.
Avery.
Where do you sit down, Avery?
On the floor.
Avery, give me a perception.
That is terrible.
Love that for
Okay.
you.
24.
There's a body under the bed.
Hey, what's that?
Want to join her?
What's what?
You love me too much to do that. So,
Whoa.
whatever's under the bed.
Whatever it is currently the least of my concerns.
That doesn't sound good. If that's the least of your concerns. What
That
the
is
fuck?
the least of my concerns.
So, back to the conversation.
I'm all ears.
And I reach into my pocket and I pull the thing out and I lay it on the on the bed.
He pulls out a black lotus with a red ruby dangling from the bottom.
I'll give you a knowledge religion if you really want it, but I'm
you have
pretty
the
sure.
DC just from your
Yeah.
religion DC.
Yeah, anyways. What the fuck?
That is absolutely the opposite of your deity symbol.
Here, we get that. Shush. We're trying to have a conversation
I'm
here.
letting other people know.
I'm not touching it.
I pick it back up, put it back in my pocket.
That's a direct opposite of my deity. I'm not touching it.
There's a lot going on in this room I wasn't ready for.
Hey, where'd Avery go?
Hey, where'd Avery go?
Are we done with the rocks at this point?
What?
Just about.
What?
Anyway, I started blasting.
What happened?
Well, I missed the rock apparently, or whatever happened, and
Rock and
she
roll.
just shows up in my head and begins to talk to me about, not about the rocks. I could really give two fucks about the rocks. It was just my show and tell. But Do you remember when we had the conversation and you told me that, to shut up when we could have those conversations later, when I said I was really worried about carrying this sword around? Fucking surprise!
I didn't tell you to shut up. I said
You did. You said we
okay,
could
fine.
talk about this later. Shut up.
I just meant in like a few hours, not like.
So wait a minute. You had a voice in your head. Also, it's not who I
No,
think
no, no.
it is.
No,
is
no, no.
it?
It wasn't a voice in my head. She was there. She was there. She touched me. She asked to see my sword, which, by the way, I did not let her touch.
Oh.
Thanks.
She heard me.
Who did?
Avery.
Why did she hear you?
I don't know.
What have you done?
I didn't do anything. I just tried to touch your sword while you're frozen, trying to make sure you're okay. And
See, I didn't
suddenly
even have
heard
to
a
tell you.
voice.
She tells on herself.
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do
Wait,
that.
was that Dawnbreaker talking to me?
No, see that
That's
Dawnbreaker's
not
Dawnbreaker's
Dawnbreaker's.
over here. This is the divine bane. This thing is literally attuned to me.
Oh.
That sword could kill you if you wield it. I
Okay,
mean,
then.
I'm not trying to scare you or whatever, but
It also does have his soul in it.
yeah.
I was worried because
But-
I thought, Charlotte in my
Yeah,
head.
I appreciate your concern, but that's weird that she can hear you. Can she hear you now? Call her cat ugly or something.
Avery, don't look up. You don't hear anything, so you're just kind of listening for something and nothing.
Okay, great. You should have just called her cat ugly. I would have known.
Say apple.
Anyway,
But I don't really think the cat's ugly.
I don't
It's
either.
the same colors
she's
as
the
Sunshine's
cutest
hair.
one of the two. So she shows up.
I'm listening.
She grabs a hold of me and touches my arm, tries to ask to hold my weapon. Well, I'll touch my weapon. I don't let her. And
Crazy.
earmuffs.
Earmuffs?
Earmuffs.
Have another drink.
Is that rum anywhere?
Earmuffs.
She made me a deal.
She made you a deal.
She made me a deal.
Wait, why the hell am I doing this? I could just leave the room. Fuck this.
But the fact that you earmuffed when I told you to earmuff is just all I need.
And then answered Sunshine when the
I still,
Sunshine
Yeah.
spoke.
I still have rum in me, thank you. Otherwise, I would not listen.
I mean, you can stay if you want. It was just funny. She made me a deal.
What kind of a deal?
Well, one that I'm sure that you're not going to be pleased with.
Did you accept?
I did not. I told her I would think about it.
At least you have that. What was the deal?
She promised me that I would,
Well, first of all, bullshit. She may be a supreme deity, but deities are not allowed to meddle in the affairs of mortals. It's against their purview, their whole reasoning.
I think ripping a continent in half is meddling in the affairs of mortals.
He's dick.
6 1, half dozen the other, right?
Anyways, go ahead, I'm sorry.
I mean,
She promised.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
So there are thousands of elven souls that are being ferried off to who knows where in the afterlife currently. Because the god of death is actively on vacation.
Correct. Well,
And
Yes.
unless someone has specifically stepped up to take that place to ferry the elven souls into the afterlife, when we recycle, reduce, and reuse ourselves, there's a process there. But if we're just taken and dropped into the void, there's no one to ferry us back into the process.
because our pantheon is fucked.
Correct. So her deal with me, which I have not accepted, let me be clear.
You said that. I believe you.
You guys have finished destroying
Was-
them by now.
If I would be her champion, she would ensure that all of those souls get back into where they belong.
Let me guess. Out of the kindness of her heart.
She
What
didn't say
the
anything.
fuck?
She didn't say anything about kindness of her heart.
What exactly entails you being her champion?
Again, I don't know. That's why I said I would think about these things. And to be fair, that's why we're having this conversation, because I don't know what that means, which is why I didn't say, yeah, sure, let's go.
Well, why didn't you ask?
She's not really in the mood to be making those kind of things. And when I asked, what does that entail, she said, you will be my champion. Okay, that's great. I know what a champion is. You fight for someone's cause, or you stand for some kind of belief. I get that. But I don't know what that means on the context of dealing with the deity, because quite frankly, if there's one thing that I kind of agree with my dad, which is zero things, is I think we're worth a little more than your average worshiper, because I'm going to live lifetimes upon lifetimes upon lifetimes. The veneration I offer deity is way more than your average human that's running around.
There's the racism.
But I'm coming to see the light of a lot of things, and quite frankly, I've never had interactions with deities like this, let alone 2 in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
that'd be a little
All
shocking.
right, now that these rocks are destroyed, we want to go check on them.
I'm confused.
We
I don't
probably
know
should.
what to
He was
do.
actively bleeding.
Yeah.
I hope they're not having maritals, because that would make it awkward.
So,
No, I'm in the
don't either.
room.
which is why I'm here.
Oh, they're still
Do we know where she
outside
is?
there.
Where did we go?
I don't know. I don't know what to do.
Did she?
Well, I mean, of
Let's
course
go
you
find the
know what to
kitchen.
do.
I said I don't know what to do.
Of course you do. You are literally the opposite of the coin that I'm standing at. There is only one solution for you. It's for me to tell her to go fuck right off. Of course, that's the only solution you have. You won't even look at her symbol laying on the bed because you're afraid that your
I'm not
deity's
gonna
going to
touch
come
it.
down and say, "Hey, bad girl."
No, I'm just not going to touch it. I didn't say I wasn't.
But that's what I'm
gonna look
saying.
at it.
You have a solution. You know the answer.
I have my solution.
Exactly.
I don't know
don't.
your solution.
I have
You guys
thousands
heading
of
toward
solutions.
Yes.
Yeah, we're starting in the kitchen.
So
I mean, when you get close to the
do you
hall,
wanna
you
do?
can hear
I
his
don't
voice
know.
raise here and there.
Why is he yelling at her?
He's always yelling.
Okay. And he has daddy issues.
He has daddy issues. Is that
Yeah,
what
just
you're
swings
Yeah.
open. What the
Dad.
fuck did you just say?
Daddy issues.
Daddy issues.
Daddy issues.
both.
Same.
Whoa, that's too close. Anyway,
Ah,
I don't have any baby oil on me. It's fine.
Oh,
Not today, Daddy.
Oh no!
I don't.
I don't even have to
Wrong
show up
mistake.
anymore, do I?
Oh, you do. I don't know what to do because I don't know if at the end of the day the ends justify the means if we get these souls to where they belong. Who knows what happens to them if we don't?
Perception to hear what they're talking
I mean,
about.
I'm not quiet.
Yeah,
You're gonna
he's,
get
he's
pulled
not
in the
being
room.
quiet.
Yeah, he walks up to the door opens and
Anymore.
grab him.
He's not being quiet anymore.
so we're having a powwow in their room now.
Yes,
Are we having them. Okay. Is everyone okay?
everyone's fine.
Yeah,
Well,
fine.
Ish.
We're
Ish.
physically okay.
Yes, we're all
Physically
physically
okay.
okay.
We're just
We-
emotionally stressed.
Don't worry, we'll all
Emotionally and mentally kind
yeah,
of fucked.
We'll all,
the
we'll all
elves are
hug it
having a
out at the
meltdown.
end. We'll all hug it out at the end. We'll be fine.
So yeah,
I'm gonna have to think about this.
I would expect
We
nothing
didn't
less.
propose.
Okay.
If you proposed, it doesn't
What?
sound like it went well.
No. It never is good if they have
She
to,
said,
Okay.
if he
Forget about it.
proposed, and he said if he proposed, it didn't sound like it went well.
and they have to think about the proposal.
Yeah, that's
No,
never
that's
good.
never good.
Yeah.
That's never good.
And they're
Yeah.
just, and they're
Okay,
like, "That's
so
why
should we
Avery's in
discuss
Should
the
have
other
brought the
thing?
prenup first. Fuck. Anyway,
No, should we discuss the other thing
what other thing?
that Avery is concerned about?
Oh, the body under there?
Yes.
There's nothing to be concerned about.
What?
Yeah, I mean, if you guys all went over there, you're all hearing this.
I'm sorry. There's a what? Where?
We already knew he killed her, right?
I take a walk and I look down.
Yeah, you see a body under the bed. There's a sheet on it, wrapped around it.
Yeah, I asked
Is that Kira?
questions too, and I didn't
Is
get
that Kira?
answers.
All right.
Like I said,
It's
it's
Kira.
the
We
least
already
of our. Okay.
I kind of liked her.
Is she dead?
She was new.
Till tomorrow.
Oh. Oh.
So it sounds like we need to leave.
Did you make a friend?
Actually,
Not only do I make friends, I instill loyalty.
Oh,
Oh my god, you did not do. Oh my god.
These are qualities
Wait,
that
what
I
was her-
believe in.
No, that's
I needed to go.
wait, what was her
natural
killing
remedy.
wound?
What was her killing wound?
Yes.
Wasn't it you shocking the fuck out of her? Didn't you kill her?
That brought her down. She wasn't dead yet.
She was stabilized.
yeah.
Yeah, but obviously,
you
well,
were
I'm
the
always
killing
the
wound.
vampire's always the killing wound. Like
Yeah, but you died.
by getting my face crushed.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So, whatever. When she wakes up, I'm assuming it'll be whatever rancid scars coming from the lightning bolt across her body because that's what dropped her.
Ooh, that's gonna be a cool ass scar.
Yeah, it,
It
doesn't
wasn't her
ever
ass,
heal.
It was across her chest.
Whatever.
It doesn't ever heal, Avery.
Well, it shouldn't hurt anymore.
I don't actually know.
Avery. Are
Does
you
it still hurt?
hyped
what still
for the
hurt?
dirt
Your
elf?
face.
Because it's killing me. Oh.
Wow.
Inquiring
I don't know.
minds.
Would that make me
Yes.
dirt?
Apparently, if it's not dick jokes, it's
Dad
puns
jokes.
and
Yes. Yes. It hurts. It hurts all the time. It's like a wound that never heals.
Oh my god.
I mean, it physically looks like it's healed, but it hurts like
Yep.
it's not.
Like her daddy issues?
Yes.
Do you remember your dad?
And I'm pretty sure he probably just made
I
another
do.
one with
Not that
daddy
Esteban
issues.
can't remember.
No, I could remember
Talking to
everything.
Laura, sorry.
So.
See, good guy.
He's all right.
Yeah. See the one that introduced you to the boat.
Yeah.
I see where he gets it.
Yeah.
It's cute.
Yeah.
Speaking of dads,
Hi.
He's dead.
mine's not. I've met yours.
Yeah. we all have.
Unfortunately, mine will not be returning for the family reunion.
That's fine.
That's probably a good thing.
At least I got to attend his funeral.
Yeah, mine's
I
not.
mean, it was quick and dirty, but yeah, I got the job done.
Yeah, mine ain't either. So, I
My
can
dad
relate.
didn't have a funeral. He died at sea.
That was his funeral.
Your dad died at quick and dirty
No, he died
on fire.
quickly. Yeah.
That's no good.
I'm so sorry.
Right?
Mine's perfectly alive and well with my mother and my twins siblings.
And this is why we have trauma.
I think Sunshine might be the only one that doesn't have trauma.
I don't know
Probably
where
the
mine
healthiest
are.
person
My
here.
trauma comes
Trouble.
from hanging out with these people.
Fair,
That's fucking truth.
but we're interesting because of it.
Yeah.
Sunshine, are you like a trauma junkie?
She just thinks she
one
can
of the-
fix
yeah,
everyone.
Thank you. Thank you. The words were
not
coming
here
out
to-
of my mouth.
I'm not here to fix anyone. I'm just here to keep y'all alive.
Is the seer laughing so hard she's falling over? Here we go.
Nope, I'm trying not to sneeze.
Okay.
I thought maybe she took a drink.
Well, that's you.
She's like, I can't deal with
I
these
don't have to
people.
hide that.
Yeah, we know.
I mean, it's not necessarily a baby vampire coming, Laura. She's full grown. Okay, so I mean,
I mean, she's gonna
Show a
be
baby face.
baby died alive.
She's gonna be like, yeah, man, I'm gonna go.
You do realize you can't leave her here.
yeah, I wasn't going to.
Okay.
Did she go to?
Okay, we took care of the rocks.
So,
Oh, good.
normally we don't see fledgling vampire. What's the protocol? Is she just gonna be like bloodlusty and want to just
Yeah.
murder fuck everything?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yep. Sounds about right.
Except for you, of course.
Nope.
Yeah, she won't kill me.
Yeah, but
Well,
she'll
okay,
go
fine.
after everyone else.
Anything that, has a heart pounding,
Which is why
beating.
you provide them for them so that way they eat whatever it is you provide them versus whatever they find. You know,
It's like a baby.
Do you have?
Winderfoot.
Do you have a recommendation?
It could be animals. Could be,
That's
Whatever.
going to be really
Leash.
hard.
huh?
It's going to be really hard. We've done this once.
Do you have a leash for her so she doesn't just
We could put her in the
disappear?
box.
She's not a cat.
We can put her in the box and I can carry her around on my back.
Avery, were you there?
I've seen a show like that.
At the Sacred Grove? Or
Oh,
At the
now that
Crimson
that's
Grove?
out, I can let the
Like what
audience
happened?
know the conversation earlier about it won't fit. I was reminding Sivril what they had to do to Heed to make him fit in the bag of holding, and he didn't want to do that
No,
to
no,
himself
yeah,
to
but
make
to
her
be
fit in
fair,
the bag of holding.
On my phone, we had this conversation last Tuesday, and I said, I'll just put her in the bag. She doesn't
I
need to
mean-
breathe. And there was the blue thumbs up.
I
And so I went on as if the assumption was her ass was in the bag.
mean, you would have had to break several parts of her to get her in there.
yeah.
Can
And he was a dwarf. Were you at the Crimson Grove when
Maybe
it
he was a
burned?
dick.
Um,
I don't
No.
know.
No.
She was not.
Okay, so we're the only two that remember that.
I know, I was there.
Oh, you were there.
Yeah.
You,
You don't remember
him
me being there. I was there.
You two do not remember him being there.
You were there?
Yes.
Then you know how to deal with a baby vampire. You know what happens.
It's been a minute.
Okay. Even I know that. Are you just forgetting, or are we just... never mind.
Look, you know that we've met like 30 times.
Uh-huh.
You don't remember any of them except for the last one, basically.
Uh-huh.
And if I go away, you will forget me.
I thought it was
I know.
37 last time.
It was 37.
It's
yeah,
something.
It was 37. To be,
Anyways.
Okay, fine.
I've
You're a
only met
bard,
you
it's
once.
okay. I expect
Okay,
need to
43.
in discrepancies and things like that.
We need to take
you know.
the baby vampire out of said small town and
Right.
find her something
No
to
pun
eat.
intended.
Not a problem.
It's a town of small stature and size.
Let's grab her and go.
It is. I mean,
Weekend
you
at
guys,
Bernie's.
you guys went and did a ritual that took 8 hours, and
We should take a nap.
just
We
spent the
definitely
time
should.
destroying these rocks. It is starting to get to dusk, so
Will she
if you
fit in the
guys want to go get on the road at night, that's fine.
I mean,
No, not particularly. Plus, I need to sleep.
Okay, well then
Same.
I'll take her out and find her food then.
She's not awake yet.
Do you remember how long it takes?
Not very long.
Okay, I'll be back.
Taking her with you.
Don't let her kill anyone.
Yeah, I'm taking her.
box
I'm not
was
going to
big
leave
enough
her
to
there. I'll fucking
one
come
in
back. She's going to be lashed onto sunshine, and then I'm going to have to murder everybody in the place.
if the box was big enough to hold all those rocks, I think it'll hold a baby vampire.
It's not a baby.
Not a baby.
The rocks were like 20 cubic feet or whatever. So yeah,
she's well under 20
definitely
cubic
fit in there.
feet.
Well,
We're not
they
gonna
filled
stop
up
her.
a circle hole that
Yeah.
was 20-foot diameter. Yes.
Yeah,
What?
The box is large.
Do me a favor.
What?
or it's got some extra dimensional.
Sure.
Come out here in these
Mumbo
woods
jumbo.
and find
It's
a deer
that
for
one
me.
lady,
Huh,
Nanny's
huh,
purse.
I'm not stupid.
I don't think you're stupid.
She
Really? I would
smells like
think
alcohol.
otherwise. I would think otherwise. You,
Why do you say that?
Why is Cyril fighting with everyone today?
because he's very fighty. He's very catty.
He's very fighty. Yes.
Why are you so cranky?
I
Fighting.
don't know. I feel like you're gonna feed me to her. It's like your
Why
child.
would I ask you to go to the woods to feed you to her? I would just blast you on the back of the head and carry you out there.
I guess that's fair.
All I said was find me a deer. I didn't say fucking stay there and have dinner.
All right. Okay.
For fuck's sake.
Okay. But I'm just saying my compass only works for the icons,
I don't-
not actual animals.
What the fuck kind of nature elf are you?
Okay. Calm down. Jesus.
You know, fun fact, that in the history of Calm Down, that has never worked.
Yeah, for fuck's
Are
sake.
you gonna go try to track down a deer
Wow.
or something?
Walks out of town. She's
I'll-
like, look, there's
yeah,
deer.
I'll do
No,
my
those
best.
are boots, Avery.
Okay.
Eventually they are.
Avery, I would like for you
We're in this general store.
to give me a nature first off.
There should be deer right over this way. Avery, that says Winterfoot General Store. That is not a deer.
Have you drank any more since all of this has come?
No.
Okay.
For fuck's sake.
24 on nature.
Gone
Okay.
sideways
Minus
so
3,
fast.
21.
Wait,
Since
what
you're
is-
still buzzing
oh.
pretty good.
We made it better than last time.
So 21, you're pretty sure you can find a area where you find a game trail or something. So you're looking around, and then once you do find that game trail, give me a survival. Let's get a tracking going on. Azara can help you out with that. If you want her aid, you can roll a survival for her as well.
Okay, so 26 survival for me.
In the meantime, we pull Kira out from underneath, clean her up.
She's a dirt elf.
Put her over my
You
shoulder.
just want basic
Carry
basic
her
roll
like
for
this.
Azara.
Does she?
Fine.
She should have survival, I believe. One of her skills,
She's fine. Everything's fine.
or does she not?
I don't see it on here.
Okay.
So I rolled a 5, which is terrible.
Okay. She's not aiding. She's not hindering you, but she's not aiding.
She's just walking along with me, like.
Yeah,
Just
there
like
could
that.
be deer here.
She's
might
excited
be.
to find some deer.
Somewhere's here.
She too is hungry.
Yeah, right?
She too feels she can take a bite of that before you give it to him. Or she might decide it's hers and you need to find another one. You never know.
Probably. We might have to feed both. So
Roll that beautiful bean fridge.
Is the proprietor of the
Alright.
tavern still here?
I mean, it's
Okay. I'm gonna find her and apologize specifically for all the fighting that was taking place right outside her door.
It seemed like you guys had something happening.
Yeah, somebody stole something very important to us.
So I heard. I could hear the yell.
Esteban,
Yes.
So
are you
And
trained in
I
medicine?
also saw the one go that way that was unconscious.
yeah. Here is a little something for your trouble. I slide a gold piece to her.
A gold. Ooh.
And if it wouldn't be too much trouble,
No.
would you whip up some more
Weird
food
fan
for
outfits.
the whole party here, and just have some prepared for dinner time?
Oh, well,
That's what the little
coming
T
up on
next
that
to it
time,
means,
so
right?
I can do that.
Thank you.
As long as you can keep the weird down a bit, maybe.
I'll talk to the group.
No guarantees there.
The weird.
The weird. Yeah, no.
She'll start working on food.
Came
Avery,
in with
it
a
takes you
vampire,
a little bit.
glowing sun elf.
You
and
gotta
two
do quite a bit of
two space
travel,
cats.
but between
go-
you and Azara, you two can take down a deer.
I go up and talk
Pretty
to you,
easily.
Sunshine, and I say the owner would like us to keep the weird down a bit. So,
Since Cyril didn't come with you, right?
I was going.
Oh, you are going with her.
What is
Okay.
the acceptable level of weird?
I mean,
So
I have a face.
she's got her bow. Azara's going in.
I'm
Like,
giving her
they're
a
gonna-
wide berth. Like, I'm not trying to, like, be stepping on shit while she's
Yeah,
trying to
they'll
hunt. So.
they'll take down a deer. So you now have a dead deer.
Great. I mean, if you want to stay here until she wakes up, you can. If you don't, you can head back.
Okay, well, I might have to find another one for Azara, because Azara seems pretty hungry.
Yeah, she's kind of sitting there.
I'll take my blade and I'll just, like, hack the back leg off, and I'll be like,
She grabs it, does the whole cat. I've got something.
Much appreciated, and I just let her carry it in her mouth.
Yep,
Like a dog with a bone, just
Mhm.
walking along.
carrying it, kind of dangling a little bit, but yeah, just dragging it along.
Okay then, well, I will head back. You have fun with your pet.
great.
Wow.
He's gonna have like 300 of them at some point.
I know, right? I couldn't even remember he had an owl or whatever it was.
It's a hawk.
It's a hawk.
Yeah, I
still have
completely
him.
forgot about that thing. Because I just don't notice it sitting there.
It was a
It's
vampire.
very quiet,
It is very.
Yes.
because I don't think I've ever noticed it.
It flies.
It was,
Oh,
it was,
good.
it
Most of the
was
time.
more of a ceremonial thing.
It was either a hawk or a squeaky dog.
Yep.
All right, so
It flies most of the time. It's out scouting and doing other things.
you'll head back. You guys find there's food being prepared. Elgato is excited for some more salted crab.
Yeah, I bet he is.
You guys can eat, have a good meal. Everybody can eat and have a good meal. However, yours is not quite so good. It's already dead. Doesn't really bleed for too much longer. It's not going to be very satisfying to a baby vampire.
It's whatever.
So, you guys, I take it, Sunshine, you're waiting up.
I have thoughts, and I need
Direction.
And word usage.
Yes.
You did take the holy symbol off the bed, right?
It's back in my pocket.
The unholy symbol.
It's
Okay.
back in my
Yeah.
pocket.
Actually, no, I had other thoughts aside from that. That's definitely gonna get addressed in nightly prayer. But the thing that my well, it just got my sun spear just got stolen from me.
Not having a good day.
I'm trying to figure out how to medically insert it into my body
Oh,
in not one
Surgically?
of those, surgically, not into an orifice, please.
Well, I got a solution to that without having to insert it anywhere. So, I go over to Sunshine when I get back, and I tell her about my spell, and whoever's here around can listen. I have Bandit's Doom, which essentially it's going to take like 30 minutes to cast, but for I think abruptly a month, it will ward the item against people from taking it, and if they try to, they'll take 8 d8 mental damage.
jeez.
Yeah. On the result of its will save. And then,
I mean, you should still probably stick it in places that it should be held, but you know.
but I could also choose up to 10 creatures to basically keep them from being affected by the spell, so anybody in this party can
Touch it.
handle it just in case you're down or something and it needs to be moved, but nobody outside this party can touch it for a month.
That sounds nice, but I still want to surgically implant it into my body.
I'll still cast it just as extra protection because you never know.
Would it, if it was surgically implanted in her body and someone tried to steal her?
We'll find her by the glow. Hopefully, as long as they
just
don't
wondering if they would
cover
take the
her
damage.
feet.
Or the
Yeah.
40-foot tower of flame.
Yeah. If
Or her
someone
compass.
grabs Sunshine and throws her in the white van, does all the people in the white van take the mental
So-
damage?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
I'm not sure how you might try to
Listen,
surgically
I am
implant
thinking
it.
about it.
You just push the pointy
That
end.
magical technology hasn't existed yet.
Oh, look, I'm going to be a pioneer, as I am a master in medicine.
Maybe,
And I invent shit.
but you won't exactly be able to get to it if you implanted it in yourself.
It's
To use
inside
it.
me.
That's not the same as wielding it.
Whatever.
You just have to touch it with your hand, right?
Can't you just put a pocket dimension
Nope.
where you
nope.
normally keep it?
No, I don't want anybody connecting to the pocket.
I mean,
You know,
one of
before-
us carries a
before-
bag, right?
has
Before
made them
yesterday,
super
that was
paranoid.
never a problem.
Yeah,
I mean,
you're right, it wasn't. But yes, go ahead.
okay.
Nisla had some skills.
I mean, we can also put it in a satchel or a bag or something too, but
I will move it around my person on a daily
smart.
or hourly, depending on how I feel.
And maybe we don't bring it out of our location and flash it around like a shiny.
Shut up!
Sure thing, Ma.
Shut up!
So I will
trying to
go
be
ahead
helpful.
and
Okay,
cast this, which will take me 30 minutes. So
fantastic. After you're done casting that, get the fuck out of my room. I need to have a conversation.
Avery, how many times can you do that? Can you do that to all the icons?
I can.
Is that
This will
multiple
be
items?
my last one for the day,
Oh, sure.
spell for the day, but tomorrow I can do the other icons that we have.
Oh, so over the course of time we can get.
Yeah,
all
and
of
they
them?
last, the duration of protection lasts a month. So it doesn't
Okay.
have like a limit on how many items I can do this to.
That's cool.
Look at you. That's amazing.
like
Speaking of icons, what does your icon do?
She hasn't attuned to it.
I haven't attuned to it yet, but I will figure that out
What is that
eventually.
spell called there, Avery?
Bandit's Doom.
Gotcha.
I'm going to take 4 buckets of crab out to the stable.
Okay.
Heck yeah. Everybody eats well.
Well, there's no reason that, I forgot the other one's name.
Zila.
Zila.
The one that she says, the one that's not important, right?
Look, I have
my
memory problems.
Hey, that's fair.
Haha, that's fair.
Anyways, I'm going to give a bucket to Zila, 2 buckets to El Gato, and eat a bucket myself.
Okay.
Also, unfortunately, it does only say 1 Bandit Doom active at a time. So if I were to cast a new one, it would take off the other one.
That's bullshit.
But considering how quickly
push the
that one
button.
was
Yeah.
stolen, I'm going to start with this one.
Yeah.
Because
She's got
yours is
butterfingers.
around your neck,
Yeah.
and mine is as well, and his is his sword, and nobody really knows, you know, that's an icon, so...
No, everybody knows that that's an icon.
They're just afraid
It's
of it.
All the
His, that
wrong
we
people
don't
know
know.
it's an icon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, you have an icon?
Veil of Valor.
Sorry.
Surprise!
I do.
Memory issues.
No, it's fine. We never... Look, we don't talk about it. I'm not like, oh, look at me. I have an icon. Look at me. I'm
look
special.
at me,
No, we
I'm
just
all of a
don't-
sudden Italian.
Yeah.
He's been French. He's been Italian.
Who are you?
I've been everywhere.
That's what the boat's for.
I mean, that is something people normally say to him. Who are you?
All right.
My bad.
Who are you and why are you doing in my house?
That is my wife. What are you doing here?
It doesn't
Oh.
matter. You won't remember me. Just let it go.
So,
Wow. It
something
wasn't
you
me.
did not ask me, Silverl, or at least don't remember you asking, is you don't see a visible crystal, soul crystal, on this island elf. And even as she begins to stir, you don't see anything glowing
Sure.
anywhere.
I'll obviously I'll search her before I just let her just come to life with it, you know. I don't know.
Raging hunger.
Well, I don't know, fucking whatever she's got in her pocket to stab me in the eyeball. Like, fuck no.
Good point.
And do you remove all of her implements?
I mean,
Daddy knows best.
yeah, for sure.
Sorry.
She wakes up as the first day as a vampire. She's naked.
No, she's not naked. She's in her clothes. All of her stuff is like across the where she's laying against another tree.
She's been divulged of her sharp, pointy things.
That's right, because I don't want sharp pointing things on my eyeball.
Dibs on the room.
Right.
She stirs, you hear kind of a ugh. And her eyes open, and they're not a dark color anymore. They're this vibrant blue, almost kind of streaked through the middle of them, almost like a cat eye. And she very calmly sits up.
I reach over and I touch her leg.
She smacks at you.
I don't care. I touch her leg.
That's gonna be a 22.
That'll miss.
Of course, her mouth does open. There are definitely fangs there.
I will cast Mind Link, which allows me to convey 10 minutes worth of information in an instant. And I will explain everything that happened. And, like, download it into her brain.
Nice. And skip.
And she just sits there.
You have a couple of choices, whether you feel like you have them or not. You can hide your face in shame? Yes, thank you. I appreciate it. No. You can come with us and help us along the way. Or you can come with us and help us along the way.
Get used to his bullshit.
Sounded the same to me.
I won't command you to do it, though I could.
I'll give you the choice I never had.
But I do offer you a different direction in your life.
She says something in a language you don't understand.
What language is it?
We'll have eternity for you to teach me.
What language is it?
Well, we're not there,
You're not
so.
there.
Yeah, this is out in the woods where they had the
Oh,
deer.
they're still out there.
Mm-hmm. Keeps keeping her out of that town. Because his experience, baby vampires wake up ravenous. And if she is, she's hiding it pretty well.
Eat that. It'll help. It's not what you want, I understand. It's cold. It's not running. The hunger will slow. It'll help, I promise.
She didn't make a move toward it.
I'll sit here as long as it takes.
Okay. All right. You guys have a good meal and head to bed?
Yep.
Make sure everybody's healed to full before we go to bed.
Well,
Dibs on the bed this time, Esteban.
Several's still not back.
Yeah, they don't have to worry about the 31 feet.
Yeah.
You say dibs on the bed this time?
Yeah, you did let him have the bed.
I just make sure everybody's fully healed.
Mm-hmm.
Because, you know, you don't always get all your hit points back with
Resting.
resting.
Yep.
Spend all my slots, etc.
Okay.
Shut the fuck up, Zipral. And then I'm going to pray. A lot.
All right, there's a lot to unpack here.
Just kind of giving your goddess the lowdown of everything. Oh my gosh, this is what happened to me today.
It's like, dear diary. Several did this, and he told me this.
And he yelled at me.
No, it's how the hell am I? How am I supposed to cope with this when your sister's gonna come in and like meddle? I thought that was against everybody's purview.
Can you guys get
supposed to do
family
that.
counseling or something? Like,
Technically, Sivral's not mortal.
Yeah,
So she could mess with
I'm
him.
having a little.
Boom!
A little bit of a freak out.
Cool, you had a conversation with my goddess, or she, you know, kind of directed you in the right place. Not cool that her evil sister came down and said, I promise that I'll protect you. What the fuck?
Yep.
No. Bitch, please.
Mm-hmm.
Protect you from
That's
what?
definitely understandable, and that's definitely interesting.
Oh, it's interesting. all right.
Interesting.
There's one word for
Tune
it.
in next time for As the World Turns.
All right.
I'm just praying and I'm unpacking.
Next time on Iodidry Z.
So eventually, you know, everybody gets some sleep except for Several and Kira. It's about 3 hours after she wakes up when she just gets up and darts off. Just sprints.
I run. I'm faster than she is.
And it's called She Finally Rolled a 1. She
Sure.
is finding something living.
Sure.
And it's not pretty.
I find I'm fast. I just want to make sure it's not
You are not faster than her.
bullshit.
She has you by 15 feet.
Bullshit.
Old man.
Okay, I want to know. I want to know what she has that gives her a 65-foot movement because that
Youth?
doesn't exist.
Oh, you
Youth?
don't have 45 anymore.
I have 45.
Okay.
But-
she's got a 60-foot movement.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Youth.
60-foot movement. Yep.
Okay.
It's called bullshit.
Yeah, it is.
He just wants to make sure that it's not halfling.
I mean, the first thing that has a heartbeat that she comes across, it's going to be some kind of animal. And she's not just drinking it. She starts ripping off chunks of flesh.
Sure. That's what I do.
Is it alive?
So,
As it's happening?
as soon as the heartbeat stops, she zooms off for something else.
I'll follow her.
So you guys are leaving a bloody trail.
Love it.
Maybe you should put a leash on her.
It's not that kind of
Once she's eaten,
We can make it.
she's getting close to dawn,
Only ever just
She-
one step away.
falls over unconscious.
Pick her up.
Okay.
She's like that toddler that just goes and goes and goes and goes and goes and is dead.
She's real quiet, real quiet, and all of a sudden, boom,
And then sleep.
goes and makes a mess, and then hits the ground.
Totally a toddler.
It took my toddler 3 days one time.
Tied the Tiny Tykes cars on the side.
Yes.
There's the kid there and like a bottle laying on the ground. It looks like they're in the
Kid
car
face
accident.
first
The
into
wheels
the fur of
just
the
a-spinning.
dog, sleeping on the dog, yeah.
Yeah.
Too much apple juice.
So, where do you take her
Kiddo, hit the
to
sauce.
lay her down to let her sleep? Where are you guys going?
I will take her just out of. I'll take her to down on the shore. There's got to be other caves in that shoreline.
I mean, they got the one that they created for, the harbor master and such. You could probably find some kind of indentions or somewhat caves. I mean, nothing as big as the one that
Yeah, I
the
just-
smugglers were using.
Something to keep her out of the sun.
Okay.
You could go back to that cave and check on the smugglers.
Yeah, I could, but I'm not.
Yeah, fuck it.
And I'll stay there.
Okay. All right.
I'll sit in the opening and attempt to rest.
All right. So as you guys are waking up in the morning sunshine, you're finding that several did not make it home, and that's where we're going to take a break for now.
Take care
So
of.
we're going to take a small break, and then we'll be back.
He has an angry baby vampire. I did not expect him to be back anytime soon.
Does that make you a vampire mom?
Yes.
Oh, they have a child together.
Aw.
When's the
Stepmom
wedding?
at best.
am the party mom. Ask me where your dinner came from.
Oh,
The
the
from
innkeeper.
the inn from the innkeep.
We're on holiday.
We're on holiday.
Party mom. She's the one that buys her 20-year-old alcohol
Right.
because it's cool.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Guys, I really hope we see some of you guys at PopCon because it should be a blast. So, come see us, room 134, right? We actually are going to have a little swag. It's tiny something. We'll have a little tiny something swag-wise to give to the
Little something,
participants of Bar Fights for Bonding. So come by, see us. Let's play some, and may the best one win. Apparently, because it's a last man standing type situation. Wrong genre. He said, "May the odds that be ever in your favor." Why is Twitch being like this to me? Oh, there it goes.
No, it's moving.
Oh no, mine's not. Mine wasn't. It doesn't
Mine
like me
freezes
sometimes.
occasionally,
Yeah.
just down here.
Well, especially if I have to pull up something else, it goes, you put me in a little window and now I'm gonna freeze.
Mm-hmm.
So Oh my gosh. I've got to catch up on chat here. I haven't read everything here.
It was just
jeez.
shit posting and jokes.
Yep. Gotcha. Oh my gosh. Yep, pretty much. That's it. I can see that.
Laura, you gonna be there, right? Take a flight.
Yeah, you should come see us. You should just come on out and see us.
Still have time to get a ticket.
Yes, you
It's
do.
a bit far. What's a 2,000-mile road trip? Come on.
Yeah.
I did that one.
Just fly.
Took 2 weeks.
It's like
Intentionally
magic. You
took 2
just
weeks.
fly. All right, I'm gonna leave that right here, and I shall return.
It's part of your mod duties.
Yep.
Shanks.
No pressure.
Popcorn!
Yeah.
So the website is elite
Dash.
encounters.
Hyphen.
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 Dash.
Dash.
Whatever.
Elite-encounters.com.
Yep. So I did not hear that they said that. I heard them talking about bar fights for bonding,
Yes.
but each day has a champions game where the winner of that
Yep.
gets a 3-day badge to PopCon. It's a free
not
game.
It's not the winner each day, right? It's the winner of
Each day.
Oh, okay.
We have 3
Cool.
badges to give away, one Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Nice. Okay.
So we have
I
3.
feel like giving a 3-day badge on Sunday might be.
No, it's for
It's
next
for
year.
next year.
Oh, for next year.
Yep.
For next year.
Yeah.
Evo. Sorry, I misunderstood.
Yeah.
Glad I sounded stupid for the fans.
Yep.
I mean,
We normally qualify.
you know, the you come and play a free game in the free section and hang
some-
out with a bunch of
Get
people
some free
who
swag.
yeah, who like to play games and stuff all just like you do. And then you can go back next year and have a free 3-day badge to get in to see all the other stuff.
Yep. Seems like a pretty good deal.
Free like 6 more times.
Yes.
I said 3 free.
No, I know.
Blah.
And then we've also got.
But I could.
Did we officially declare that we're doing other tables? Like, is Barnabas doing a table or?
Yes, Barnabas is going to be there to paint, and you can watch him paint and all of
I'll
that.
probably join him on that for a bit too.
Oh,
Do you paint?
I do.
Oh, of course you paint.
I paint everything for our home game. Come on.
I'm sorry.
For those of you that don't know, Kristen Urnela here is in IDM a game at home, and she's in my home game, as well as several, and
I forgot.
yeah, I 3D print and paint all my own things for home. So I'll bring some things I haven't painted yet because I need to paint some things
I was
for
gonna say,
my
you
home game.
there you go.
Probably
And,
have a bunch of
But
things.
he's going to be there.
Yeah.
He's going to have his paints, and he's going to sit and do some painting.
Yeah.
Now we have some ideas for next year that we're trying to work out early.
So we're going to have all of our tech there, and I can give demos and walk you through it.
Yeah. We're going to have all of our cameras, our microphones, our tech, and all of that. So if anyone has any tech questions, they can have a little sit down with Overwatch and Jinx and talk about technology, what it takes to do the stream, and what it takes to get it on the internet, and all that other information if you're wanting to learn about streaming and filming and etc. Because there's a lot of stuff hanging from the ceiling up here.
Yeah.
A lot that I don't understand and that I don't touch.
I will not have my 3D printer there because it is very messy to do cleanup. But if you have 3D printing questions, you can ask me.
There you go. And we're always excited to talk about your games, what you're doing.
We will listen to you talking about your characters.
Yep.
Yeah, characters, games, ideas. If you
For a
wanna,
nickel, I'll listen to you talk about anything.
Oh, the doctor is
Outside,
in.
yeah.
Are you Lucy? No.
Yes.
No.
Lucifer.
No. Peppermint Patty. That's it.
Yeah.
No,
It was Lucy, wasn't
it's Lucy that sits in the doctor box.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
Peppermint Patty.
No.
No, it is Lucy. Okay. Trust your instincts.
Yeah, your gut is almost always right.
But any advice he gives you is not legal advice.
No, I'm not a lawyer.
Somebody wants an autograph from Chevy.
Oh.
Well, if you show up Pyrokite, I will give you an autograph.
Are you going to sign it Chevy?
I will sign it Chevy. Yep.
Yeah.
You have to do their whole name,
Yep. Chevautant. Yep.
whatever that means.
I made a joke that if my current character dies, I'll have a backup character named Ford or another backup character named Honda or something. So I'll just keep going with the car names.
Oh.
Yep.
So you're not going to be Chavoy and then Chevette?
No.
And then
Chevelle. Yeah. There's a lot of.
You're all.
that's for when you're a girl character.
Yeah.
Chevy and Chevette.
Funny enough, Chevy was born under an equinox. So.
That's because he was under there fixing it.
It's better than dying under an equinox.
That gets
Those
good.
equinoxes are terrible.
Yeah. I drive one.
Yeah, I drive one
They're
too.
not the greatest. But
I
it's
drive a Scion. I drive a box on wheels.
You do.
Tropic Purple Scion.
It's a trouble.
I drive a
Part
toaster.
of a song.
Oh.
Train song.
Toaster.
I drive a cop car.
I enunciate.
Cop.
Enunciate.
My car looks like a police officer's vehicle.
Thank you. Because that's not what I heard at first.
She drives a Rooster Cruiser, y'all.
There was one that drove around town for a while.
That's that limo.
Yeah, the Rooster limo.
Yep.
Yep.
That's actually a limo service you
Yeah,
can
it is.
actually rent.
I've been
There's
in it.
also a hippo limo.
Really?
Seen that one.
Right,
I'd say we
right
should
around
ride
the corner,
that
there's the
to
pink,
PopCon.
bright pink limo. Yep.
That's how we should arrive at PopCon.
And just have like our spouses and friends just take all the stuff for us, and then we'll just show up like we're a big
Roll out
famous
our
group.
own red
Yeah.
carpet
Yeah.
and the rooster limo.
In the free zone.
Maybe it should be blue like our toenails should be.
Fake
'Cause,
it
you
till
know,
you make it.
We
not
we
gonna-
should have our toes blue like,
You're not
B
gonna
Rock.
see mine.
Yes.
My toes are blue.
Sunshine. My toes are blue.
I don't think my
Definitely one of those.
I don't know if my toes can be blue and green at the same time.
I mean, you certainly can try.
Yeah, you can try.
We can always try.
You're not going to be able to see my toes. So.
Yeah, are we going to be able to see your toes?
No,
Okay, well then.
they'll be in boots.
Okay.
I think everybody's.
That doesn't mean I still won't paint my toenails blue. You just,
What about our
for
fingernails?
that nickel, I'll let you see my toes.
I mean, unless I absolutely must cover them, even in
Cipherals
snow,
only
my
fans.
toes are
That's right.
showing.
Just blue toenails.
I don't wear coverings on my feet. I don't like to. I will go outside in sandals in the snow, a foot deep.
I mean, what about our fingernails?
It happens.
We could paint our fingernails blue.
Well, B-Rock didn't get his fingernails blue, but you guys could do your fingernails blue.
In solidarity.
Solidarity to B-Rock.
Some kind of nails. Blue.
Who's this B-Rock guy?
Yep. She never met B-Rock.
He's something
Did
else.
you meet B-Rock?
No, he was in that. Oh no, that was the fight afterwards. Is when
Yeah.
she joined. Yeah, I did meet B-Rock very briefly.
Very briefly.
He basically helped these two get together finally because he spoke about the unspoken thing.
No? No?
She
No.
really does act like she's his little sister. I swear to goodness. They must be like estranged siblings. They just didn't grow up together or something.
I'm starting to wonder.
I mean, how many times did Daddy leave the Grove?
Well, Laura says Toyota.
Not many.
Oh my
Toyota.
god! What if he
How many
burned down
times
the
did
White
Mom
Forest?
leave the Grove?
I mean, wait, where's your mom?
She's dead.
Are you sure?
I mean, I attended the funeral.
Okay.
I mean, I suppose she could be like,
That would be a
Undead
bitch.
now. Yeah.
yeah,
As
or missing
zombie
or
or
what. I
lich.
don't know.
I don't know. I would have probably left his dad.
You did.
Is that how she left your dad?
Dead.
I would have
What?
faked
That
my
she
death.
died?
Yeah.
I mean,
Did he kill her?
I don't know. He killed my wife.
Oh, what a bitch. Your dad, not.
Yeah. Yeah,
Glad
I
you,
appreciate that. I appreciate that.
Yeah, glad you cleared that up.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah, he poisoned my wife.
Civil War.
And then we
All right.
killed him.
So let's focus back in. After your brief rest, you find that apparently your new baby vampire cannot go in the sun. So you will need some way to transport her during the day.
Box Express.
All right.
we need a cart.
You can get
Coffin.
a box that can fit her, some kind of coffin
Yep.
type thing. You go buy a cheap coffin if you want.
Sure.
Still
Make
think
sure
she
that
could
it's-
fit in our rock box.
Yeah, how's the rock box work? If it held 20 spherical feet of.
Are you
feel
trying
like
to put,
it
are you
could-
trying to put her in the rock box?
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
That's epic.
I mean,
Coffin is the rock box.
there's definitely room that she can go in. You guys can try it.
You'd almost have to feet load her every time.
Yeah, you guys want to try to put her in the rock box?
Cram her down in there, put the lid on, nail it
She's
shut
gonna
a
end up
little bit.
being like Heed.
We're not going to do that.
I'll get her a coffin.
Well, I mean, if you guys want to try the box, you can.
I just feel like it
I'm a
would.
big proponent of this box.
What's it about?
We need the box anyways. What we could do is give the box to Charlotte,
With her in
and
it.
then it's a
With a starving baby
Here's your
vampire.
grandkid.
Kyra in the box.
Surprise, motherfucker!
Oh my gosh.
Blend.
It is one of those, if you look in it, you can see the bottom of the box and everything. And, you want to put something in it. You just want to play with this box. What do you do in the morning with this box here, Chevy?
Well, we
Chevy's
saw
playing with
the.
this box. We had one bard with a crack, and now we've got a bard with a box. All right.
Well, we
Look,
had
really nothing
already
about
seen the stones go into it and come back out, so I know that it's able to hold more volume. It's bigger on the inside than what it looks on the outside.
Is it blue?
It is not blue.
It's not a blue police box, is it?
It is actually, it's probably about a little over 2 feet wide. And it definitely has how you would have metal banding on a barrel, but it's more banding on all the corners and sides. So you have the banding and the support structures for each corner. So it's, if you took away the wood, you would have a cube of metal.
Okay. Just gonna drop something into it. Just drop a rock into it or something.
Okay, you drop a rock into it, you don't hear it hit the bottom, and you don't see it once it would have hit the bottom.
Okay. I'll reach my hand in and feel around and see if I can feel anything.
Is it a portable hole?
You feel the bottom of the box.
I can't feel the rock anywhere.
You don't feel the rock. You literally can see your hand touching the bottom of the box.
Tip the box
of
upside
holding.
down.
Okay.
Anything come out?
Are you trying to interact with it? Give me an Arcana.
That's a 17.
That is 17. You're turning it over, trying to see if anything falls out. Nothing falls out.
This box sucks.
This box sucks.
I don't know. Nayla,
Yep.
get any ideas?
I mean,
I don't know how
If
this
you-
box works.
Hey,
I have no idea. I just think if we put her in it, then looks like we just lose her.
Hey,
What if you get in the box?
I would
Actually-
rather. El Gato is not going to let me get into that box.
look, I have an idea. Can you cast that air bubble thing on me, and I'll go in the box?
I can only cast it if you enter a place in which you cannot breathe.
I'm pretty sure we can't breathe in there.
Stick your head in there.
Well, we'd have to close the lid on him for it to.
Would you?
You
I
also
mean,
have
he
to
should
be
be
able
able
to
to
see
breathe if
him.
there's no lid on the box.
True.
Put her in the coffin, close the lid, put some straps on that bitch.
I
Actually,
think there's an anime like that.
He doesn't carry a buster
That was
sword.
kind
He
of the whole
carries
point of
a
this.
coffin.
and I could modify the
Did you? Who made the box?
Kira.
Of course she did.
the harness to work on a coffin. That would be a pretty easy retrofit.
I mean, we have to take the box anyways because
We have to.
Yeah.
we're claiming that we have this box of rocks.
Okay, how much does a cart cost?
That is in the core book.
Yeah,
It's like 15 or something.
I only sleep for 4 hours. So after spending 4 hours in the temple, and I spent the rest of my time.
And you still feel dirty.
No, I was communing
Yeah, I know.
with the priest and the deities.
Right. You're cleansing your soul because you got a lot on it.
Yeah.
Did you tell your priest about your premarital sins?
I'm an elf. That doesn't exist.
What, priests?
Yeah.
Wow.
There are no elven priests. Zero.
Premarital sins.
It's encouraged.
Zero elven.
Elves are about free love.
Hippies.
As opposed to paid
Unless you
love.
tie yourself down in a marriage.
Yeah.
And it becomes a little different.
And then
Yeah.
you pay for it for the rest of your life.
Right? That it's no longer free.
None of us are. This elf isn't married, so. Oh, sorry. Is it a necklace? Is it a necklace or a ring? What's the tradition?
For sun elves, it is a necklace.
There isn't no engagement necklace on this neck, so.
Wow.
That was a hint.
You're saying
Just so you
you're not,
know.
you're not tied down to several, right? That's what you're saying?
That means she's available, Jibby. You should.
Not for me. I got a ring on my finger.
Yeah, but you don't have a necklace on your neck.
Yeah,
I
so he
do.
does.
I do.
But
His traditions
Tied in.
are a ring, not a necklace.
Well, he could adopt your traditions, too. I'm just saying, look, you're all about free love, and now you're adding rules to it?
Yes.
I
You always have to have
learned
rules.
this rule from my father. You don't intermingle with the party.
No. He's a
With
wise
the crew.
man.
With the crew.
Yeah, with the crew.
With the
I mean,
crew.
yeah.
With the crew. Yeah.
He had this saying when he had this black hat on and his red feather, he would always look at me and say, "Son,
Wow.
never intermingle with the crew."
I mean, that's fair.
Well, I cannot find it, so
We'll
have
talk
to
about
look
it.
at that later.
I don't think the problem is that we can't carry the box.
I just don't want to.
Yeah.
Oh,
don't
well,
want to.
If I can make the weight less by using the crate instead of a coffin, then I would rather do that. But
Anyway.
also, I kind of want to carry a vampire around on my back.
Right. I think that's what he's wanting.
What do you do? I cast a vampire. What?
Pulls the ripcord and she's in there with a little face mask on.
A little Hannibal Lecter mask.
I don't think that's not going to be very much fun.
No,
All right.
No, it's gonna be
He
hilarious.
wants an
So,
undead being not
cart-
breathing down its neck.
Coffin.
3 gold.
Yeah,
Bam. Here we go.
Did you find it?
3 plat. No, roll.
3 flat.
All right. So,
Out of town. It's probably a halfling cart, so it's probably this big.
No, it's half price.
So 1.5.
We can attach 2 of them together.
Yeah.
Anyway.
so
Yeah,
buying
ponies
horses
pulling
to
it.
pull your cart too.
Yeah, Shetland ponies
All right. So you guys have a cart,
or dogs.
and the horses are
we have
not
cats.
exactly too keen to be around
No.
3 large predators. So that takes a little bit of time.
And
Avery and I have
Yeah,
it.
it might take a little bit of Avery and Sunshine calming down horses to get them to actually want to travel.
Oh, I thought you were suggesting the horses didn't like Avery.
No, the
like,
3 large
damn,
predators.
what did I do? I'm the nature elf.
It doesn't help that El
Here.
Gato and
Hit
Zila seem to enjoy trying to kind of spook them.
Oh.
So you guys have to kind of get on to them about that. But other than that, you guys start your travels,
full speed ahead.
and
Straight to the town.
you're finding that you're heading straight to the town. Not quite, but you're finding that you're traveling through some very nice, beautiful country, rolling hills, and you already kind of have elevation because most of the Harvest Coast is cliffside when you're near the water. But up above, you have those hills, grass. You see fields that are being cultivated here and there from, just a small farmstead. But you find these luscious trees, and that's where your path is taking you. Nothing odd about them, like going near the rift and finding, autumn in the middle of summer. But
fuck that place.
you guys do find that some of this road hasn't been taken care of as much as it should have been. You might have to clear some branches to be able to get carts through every once in a while, but other than that, it's pretty nice. And your travels go pretty smoothly for a couple days. You find as you're hitting into the third day, you see up ahead this rushing river, and the road kind of turns alongside of it for a little while. And you can see what looks like might be a bridge coming up to actually be able to cross.
Okay.
It's kind of one of those, if you got to go up a ramp and onto this bridge, they've set it up so that if the water rises, there's still plenty of bridge. However, as you get closer to this bridge, you realize this thing is under construction. They are changing out this bridge from wood to stone, and they've only done a small portion of it so far. But they're definitely widening it and making it better. Oh, look, it seems like what they're doing all over Indianapolis.
Except we're turning all of our shit back to wood.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Road flower.
So they are definitely removing the wood and placing stone. You can see some of the stone slabs, large stone slabs, beside this thing as you guys get close. And you guys start up with your cart. You're gonna have to kind of carefully kind of test it out a little bit, see how it feels. And you guys get about just to the cresting of the top of the bridge when you see another cart on the opposite side crest over and onto the bridge. So now you guys are over here and they're over there, and your carts are not going to be able to pass each other.
So we'll wait and let them come through.
And you see there's a woman at the head of that one. She's got kind of a hat similar to Irnela's, but no feather. It's not nearly made as well. It's kind of seen some wear and tear. And she just kind of goes, "Well, I'm glad you're moving over. I've got to get these to where they're going."
Well, come on through.
What you got there?
That's this. Those are words that the
Well,
highwayman says to the.
I have my wares for Winderfoot. That's what I have.
Okay.
There's these two cloaked figures kind of flanking the cart. One pulls up front to walk up in front. One stays behind it as they start crossing. And realize there's a small kind of bundle sitting on the seat next to this woman. And she kind of elbows it, and this human man, he's quite short though, he sits up and looking around, his cloak's up here like this. Several, I'd like you to give me a roll, please.
Anything specific?
Just roll a d20.
16.
That guy looks so familiar, and you're not quite placing where you've seen him before. You can see the crates and such in the cart say pressed oil, and you see another one that says salted citrus.
Are the crates all open, or are they like nailed shut?
No, they're nailed shut and they're placed up on there. And you guys are watching as they're slowly coming across the bridge. Is kind of groaning, and you can see the wood kind of pressing down. And you guys back your cart up so they can get through. I'm gonna back the horses up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got them up there. Now they don't want to back up. You finally get them down there. So they'll kind of continue forward. I would like everybody to give me a perception.
I'll kind of lock eyes with the little guy. You said he's a kind of a smaller human, right?
Yeah, he's kind of a smaller human. He's got a little bit of a kind of a angular face and nose. It's almost like when somebody says some people just have a mousy or a rat type look to them. That's this guy. He looks very shifty and shady. So they will.
I have a 27.
I'll just, like, as he's going by, I'm just, like, giving him the eye.
As we're backing up, I'm just trying to make small talk with the lady and be like, so, what's your business in Winterfoot? We just left there.
My business is behind me here.
Just supplying general goods.
Well, that's kind of what merchants do. Yep. And what was your business in Winterfoot?
Oh, we just, handled some blight that was happening in the town. Saved the town. No big deal. You may have heard of us.
That's what adventurers do.
Yeah. We're kind of a big deal.
Wow.
And,
Kind of a big deal.
And who are you?
We're the Ebon Accord.
Okay. Not heard of them.
It's a shame.
Not heard of them at all.
Oh, boy.
So you must not be too big of a deal. Sorry. All right. I have a 27. Who else? What else we got?
21.
26.
26.
29.
Do I get to roll now?
Mm-hmm.
Can I roll a perception on if she was being honest with me about her business in town?
Sure.
You want perception?
Yes.
Okay.
30.
I have a 33.
30. Let's see. Here. That's not the right one. Hang on. She's quite hard to read, and you're not quite sure, but she could definitely be lying on that. It doesn't seem. Something doesn't quite sit right with you. You're not sure if she was lying or if it's her tone or
Yeah.
what's going on with that.
Cast message to several, and in your head you hear, we need to stall them a bit.
Okay.
So you guys have gotten your horses out of the way. They're coming down the ramp.
I will. Who's driving? Am I driving?
The horses are driving.
Like, who's
They're
driving
just
the
pulling
cart?
it. The horses.
Okay,
Probably
so
you.
then I'll just kind of stand off to the side, kind of on the other side of the horses.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if they're coming through, and then our horses, I'm over here.
Mm-hmm.
And just in, like, the right horse's ear, I'll just, like, pop my fangs out and go,
Oh,
All right.
shit.
Roll and intimidate.
I have this.
You ever intimidated a horse before?
So are we all on the cart? Because if so, we're
I'm on
probably
El-
should,
I'm on
probably
Elgato.
hold
We're all-
on to
We're all
whatever.
walking beside the cart. I don't think we're all.
Oh,
on the
he's
cart.
doing it to their horse.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay, they better
They-
hold on.
yes, their horse. So, I have
A lot.
Mm-hmm.
this horse is going to pee himself. I just want you to know. So
Maybe.
So I have a 38,
And you just kind of
and I just
leaned
you know
over.
How the
and-
horse has the little blinders?
Yep.
Right, and if you catch it at the right angle, like the horse is like clearly looking at you out of the side of the blinder, and I just kind of like lean in and just look at it, and my eyes kind of turn red, and I pop my mouth open, and my fangs come out, and I just kind of like that feral like hunter hiss in the face of the horse.
What are you doing?
Yeah, that's what I want to hear.
What are you doing?
Okay.
Traumatizing this
Shelby
horse.
says we need to slow them down.
Oh. I call Zila.
All right. So as Cipro leans over and scares this horse, it's as if you guys watch Civil's performance from a few days ago all over again. The horse rears up and goes, and then just collapses to the ground.
Oh no!
That was beyond a critical success on intimidation. You literally just gave a horse a heart attack. The horse literally falls over stiff, and that kind of pulls on the other horse.
You
And
literally killed a horse by hissing at it.
yes, he did. With
Oh
the
my
38,
gosh.
he just killed the horse by hissing at it.
I got adventuring bitch face.
And that is going to be initiative, guys.
Oh my god, look what you did.
Oh no!
Take and hold your horses to another level.
Oh. Uh-oh, where did Esteban go?
Oh.
We already had...
Esteban was not feeling well.
Uh-oh. We already had break, man.
I have them pulled up on my sheet.
Okay.
Esteban will feel good.
Oh, poor guy.
He had to.
I thought that was part of the story.
Asking where Esteban was.
So he
Esteban's-
just slunk away.
Esteban's in the coffin with Kira.
Ew.
I don't
She's
need this
currently
right
part
now.
of the party.
That's true. That is true.
All right.
He's laying down in the back. He tucked his hat over his head and.
He's laying down in the back. He can let us know if we don't.
So am I not running him, or do you want me to run him?
Oh, if you can pilot
I've
it.
got him
You can
pulled
just
up.
let us know if you mess it up. All right. So I got there's a lot of papers
Hello.
right here for these guys.
I don't even know what the hell's going on.
I just told you.
I know, you killed a horse.
Yes, he did.
I don't even have that feat. I don't even have
murdered
that
it.
feat yet.
Yeah.
Horse killer?
No, it's called scared to death. I
Yeah.
literally can do that.
Several
Well,
heard a
you're
message in his
practicing.
head to slow them down, so he killed a horse.
You know, that would make a lot of combats a lot easier if you use that. Scare people to death, you know.
Yeah, I get that at like 15th level.
Oh shit, we gotta wait.
Legitimately, roll initiative. Bad shit happens. Roll intimidate. You critically fail. Start making saves, or you're dead.
Damn, okay.
Yeah.
Mental note, don't get on Civil's bad
Yeah.
side.
Look, I only have 3 skills or 4 skills. One of them, it just happens to be really good.
All right. So let's go with 35 to 40.
Wait, I forgot my math. 36.
Look at you go.
And oh shit, I forgot that. Hang on, I have to roll something else too.
Did you just go read it?
No.
Oh.
Somewhere.
No.
Is it
I
on
found
this?
something that
No, it's not on this one.
was hilarious to me.
Is it on this one? There they are. All right, so. We have 30 to 35. Anybody?
I have a 34, several deaths.
Okay.
25 to 30.
25.
Esteban has 29. I'm sorry. Esteban has a 29.
That was good.
Hello.
My name is Esteban San Jorge de la Vega.
My name is Esteban San Jorge de la Vega.
Too bad he didn't
I
leave
come
the
from
hat.
France-Italy.
Francely.
France.
Esteban Emmanuel.
Yeah, Esteban Emmanuel. Esteban Emmanuel San Jorge de la Vega.
He doesn't say the Emmanuel
I know.
often.
No, he doesn't.
That's for his real friends. Must have been like mom's side or something.
That's like his middle name if he's in trouble. His mom uses the
Yes.
Emmanuel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably his real first name. Like, Emmanuel! Oh, shit.
Traumatized by that middle name.
His
he
name
went by
would be
Esteban.
Emmanuel with a god complex like that.
Yes.
I hope your backstory is good for all the stuff we're fitting in here for you.
Holy cow! I gotta move things.
Not
hang
here
on.
to defend yourself. What the piss?
Sorry, I had to rewrite something here. All right. So the last one I've got is the 29 from Esteban. You said you had a
25.
You have a 25 for Avery. Sunshine.
22.
Stat 20.
Chevy.
20.
20. What is your initiative modifier?
I have a +2 to the initiative modifier. My perception is a +15.
Okay.
So +17 total to initiative.
Chevy. And then. Okay. I think that's everything. All right, with a natural 20. And after that fiasco of killing their horse.
It was an accident.
No.
I don't know if I could say that was. I mean, it was an accident to kill it, but he did try to scare it. All right, so that would be these guys right here. All right, so I still can't find my damn cart. So we've got the two that were. We're just going to use these guys right here. The two that were before and behind the cart. One of them's kind of off the map, so I'm going to set it here. And you killed the horse pretty much right here at the edge here, several.
Okay.
As they're going down that ramp. So as one action, that would be shadow step this guy right here by you. Just appears.
Okay.
And that would be you see the guys, illusionary guys, drop, and suddenly what you're seeing is just pale, animalistic, but the mouth opens a little wider than it should. But other than that, you see a humanoid vampire in front of you. Not quite
Your match.
full vampire, perhaps, but maybe
Say,
something.
there's no
You're not
merchant that
quite
does
sure.
shadow stuff.
That is a 27 as he goes
He's the
to
guard.
bite
He's
you.
the bodyguard.
That hits.
What happens if a vampire bites another vampire? Does it cancel out?
It's like shooting blanks.
You'll take 8 points of piercing damage.
Got it.
However, you will immediately heal 2 of that.
I shouldn't unless he's doing negative
Yeah.
healing to me.
Well, no, it's negative damage. Oh, you don't
So
automatically heal from it.
Yeah, so it doesn't
Okay, so you
automatically.
take another 2 then.
Yes.
Sorry. All right. And he did go before you. You didn't exactly expect him to pop up behind you, so that will give you. He will get his sneak attack. That'll be another 8 points of damage.
Got it.
And last action, we'll go for another one. That is a 31 minus 5, 26.
26 will miss. Sorry,
Okay.
my brain was loading.
And I knew I should have grabbed a little bit more terrain to put over there because you guys it'll always end up like on the edge of the terrain. So the other one will also use its shadow step. I'm gonna put it beside you, but it's flanking.
Sure.
It's on the opposite side of you. It will also shadow step right there. So flanked on both sides. That is a 32,
That'll hit.
and that is. That is 11 points of piercing damage,
Got it.
and 9 from the sneak attack,
Got it.
and it will go for a second one, and that will only hit a 23. It's not a critical failure, but does not hit. And then next, the card itself kind of waves a little bit, as if something disturbed a curtain, but it's the boxes themselves at the top, as something pokes through the illusion up there. A skeletal hand pops through and then climbs on top of the cart.
Okay.
And it will come down. It will come down over here. We're just gonna step a little off the board here. And that's going right at Sunshine. It pops down right beside her.
Excuse you.
Yeah. Rude. And it pretty much comes out of the illusion at the top of the cart and then just drops down. Just land right beside you, Sunshine, and it will. As it's landing, it just kind of has this. It has this big club in its hand, and it has a shield on the other arm. And as it's coming down, it just kind of.
Skeleton?
Yeah. It comes down and it smacks into you with that shield. Shield bashing. It's a 22. Does that hit?
It does not.
It does not. It misses with that, landing pretty much using the shield to cushion the impact. It'll come up with the club and swing at you from the ground, and using that momentum as it gets up, it will hit a 32.
That will hit. No, it's not a crit.
The mimic needs to give me my dice. Come on now. Yep. It was holding on to them. All right. That is 18 bludgeoning. And does that... no, I need to know that one. What is your fortitude DC?
Thank you. 23.
23. This is an athletics of 26. You will be shoved 5 feet up down the ramp, sorry. So you're shoved away from that hit. And that, don't lose your initiative count here, Jen. All right, so that is Irnela. That brings us to you.
Oof.
So you see this
got
these
ugly
undead
fast.
things just pop out of nowhere.
That lady lied to us.
Yes, she did.
Apparently.
I think what I would like to do is kind of... Okay, so where is Cyril in relation to their cart?
So their cart is kind of on the ramp itself.
So he's kind of like behind it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm going to shoot at the lady.
You're going to shoot at the lady. All right.
Because why not? That is a 31.
That will hit.
17 damage. And then I will shoot her again, or I'll try to shoot her again.
All right.
Ooh, no, I will not.
Did you roll one?
I didn't.
Okay.
I rolled a 16,
Okay.
which I assume does not hit her.
Oh, total 16.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, no. No. It does not. Let me just double check that real quick, though. I think there's something I need from that. There is. As a reaction to you dealing that piercing damage to her, she kind of raises a hand and she says something that just sounds demonic, evil, and wrong. And this,
What language is it?
it is actually infernal. And she raises the hand where you'd pierced through her arm with its bleeding, and she says, do you speak infernal over there? Do you speak any of the fiendish languages? Sunshine?
I think I took Bissell.
Okay. She says something and just sounds like she's kind of growling it out, and then she looks at you and she says, "If I bleed, so do you." And she will, as a reaction, cast Blood Vendetta. You need to roll a will save.
Sounds exciting. I rolled a 1.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh no, that's not good.
Not good at all. Ouch. Okay.
Here we go, boys.
Here we go.
Your
Tell-
has a reroll.
Oh. Your nail is going to use the reroll.
Because fuck your
21.
vendetta.
I'm guessing that still doesn't save, but it's better than a 1.
That is definitely better than a critical fail. All right, so you said you had a 21?
Yes.
Yeah, no, that did not make it.
It's still better than a 1.
It is better than one.
Infinitely better than a
April
1.
also has
Hey,
a
appreciate
reroll.
that.
All
You're
right,
welcome. You're
you
kind of getting fucked
are-
over there.
That's true.
That is 8 points of persistent bleed damage. And and it will keep going for a while.
This isn't an auditory or visual effect, right? It's a spell.
It is a spell. You will continue to take persistent bleed until the bleeding stops. You have a weakness 1 to piercing and slashing damage.
I mean, 1 extra when you take.
Yep.
Yep. All right, so that is Blood Vendetta there. There we go.
So I'm taking a persistent 8.
You'll be taking a persistent 2d6.
Oh, jeez.
So at the end of your turn, she'll roll the persistent bleed damage you'll take.
Love that for me.
You will get a
No.
flat check to try to stave it off. You have to get a
Okay.
15 unless it says otherwise to stop it.
All right.
That sucks.
So that is
Yeah, it's
her
real bad.
reaction.
Yeah, persistent.
You've taken 2 actions. What would you like to do for your third?
I'll move the heck out of her range.
Okay.
Like, I
you can put their cart between
That would
you
be
and her,
great.
which means you would have to go up onto the bridge. Because their cart is still up on the ramp, they would be able to see you behind your cart.
Is there a way I could kind of get somewhat under the bridge?
You can.
Yeah, let's go there.
Okay.
Just gonna be this goblin under the bridge.
All right.
For money.
So you want
Calling
to kind of
out
go
riddles.
go under here.
Yes.
All right. So you're kind of underneath Sivril there. All right. That is Irnela's turn. Sivril, it is your turn.
So, below us, to the right and left of the bridge, is still ground, yes?
Yes.
Okay, great. All right. So, first thing that we're doing is... So, I'm being flanked on both sides, correct, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Love that for me. We're going to do an athletics check. Ooh. That is a 35.
All right.
And I'm shoving this dude off the bridge.
Oh,
And that is a 35 versus their 42. 35 will do it. All right, shoving this one
Off the bridge.
off the bridge. All right, you actually shove him through the wooden rail that cracks and falls down, and it's possibly hitting your Nayla. We're gonna give her a reflex save to try to get out of the way of the falling person and wood there.
She got a dirty 20.
You had a dirty 20. All right. You barely managed to get out of the way of the wood, and you realize if you hadn't gotten out of the way of the wood, this body would have hit you too. Well, or at least maybe its feet will, as a reaction, natural 20 grabs the edge.
So he's
So
hanging?
He is hanging from right here on the bridge, right above your nail.
Okay, I'm hitting him because that would put him off guard.
Yes. He's hanging off the bridge right there.
Yep.
While you're rolling that, I'm going to fix this. I'm going to grab this. Speak loudly so I can hear you.
Sure.
No, I can hear you.
Let me get to the right character here.
Just going to grab this.
That would be a 28.
That.
Would you roll a 4?
Real bad.
Real bad.
I'm going to fix this so we have visual. Dang it.
just
All
flip
right,
it around.
so 28 on that guy is definitely going to hit. It is not a crit.
Great. That is
Going to give us a ramp here. So we actually have it.
18 slashing and 6 spirit damage.
That is down here by her. This goes here. How much was that?
18 slashing and 6 spirit damage.
18 slashing, 6 spirits. All right.
And my final action, I'm going to demoralize the guy that's still standing.
Okay.
Not with that, I'm not. I rolled 1,
Ooh.
but there's,
It laughs.
that's fine.
Weren't you supposed to get a free demoralize when you rolled initiative?
Yes, but I never, the thing's never set up for me
Gotcha.
to do that. Like,
It never set up. How do you think we know about it if it was never set up for you to do it?
right, but when you collect initiative, I should be able to demoralize someone on the battlefield, but I never know who's there on the battlefield to pick who to demoralize.
Because C are sneaky.
I know she is.
Yeah.
She's
Not. All right.
Yes, you
So,
are.
are you done, or is that the end of your turn then?
that's me.
Okay. That brings us to Esteban. So, go again. Just. for
Yeah,
Esteban.
just for S and
Okay.
Gs. Here we go.
We're gonna put this over here so that they
All right, so
can visual. Give us somewhere to sit.
the chick that's on the cart. Mm-hmm. So Esteban has like gone back to the back of the cart and he's laying down. He kind of pops his. That's not what I wanted. He pops his head up.
I don't know where our cart went.
That's what I wanted. He pops his head up from the cart.
Uh-huh.
And he says some funky shit in, whatever weird speak hello. He does. And she needs to make me a basic fortitude save.
What, against his flirting?
Yep.
Always.
I would like to know what spell that is. Recognize spell.
Well,
No, she's used her reaction already.
how's
She already cursed somebody, so can't do that. All right. You said will?
fortitude?
Fortitude. Ooh, that's a low roll. Where's your main sheet here? Where'd it go? I have like 15 pages, but that's just because I actually printed out the spells.
It's called being prepared.
Yes, it is. I was like, well, I'm prepared this time because now I can't find anything. That is only an 18. That was a really low roll.
That fails.
Great. So, where is she at? Like, obviously, like, where is she at on the thing? And is there anyone else in that area, like, with the cart?
The kind of rat-looking dude is sitting right beside her. He's right here beside her. in the cart.
Okay. So, this is a line, so he'll need to make the fortitude save as well.
So Esteban is pretty much kind of going over here
Yeah,
by
he kind of popped his head
Sunshine.
up from the cart and goes, "Who's hibbity hibbity hello."
All right.
What was that again?
Hibbity, hello.
Hibbity
All
hibbity
right.
hello.
That's a t-shirt.
This thing.
Hibbity hibbity hello.
Hibbity, hibbity, hello.
Right?
All right. So, what are they? What's happening?
Basic
to him?
fort. He needs a basic fort save.
Oh, he also needs one.
Yep.
Yes. Right here. Oh. Needs 28.
20.
No, sorry. 29.
29. We'll make it. So he'll take half.
31.
So this is doing positive damage,
Okay.
and it is 10d6.
All right.
I have 5. 3, 4, and 5. Hey, I'm Chevy.
That's nowhere near enough dice.
I'm gonna put Chevy.
10d6.
It's 10d6.
I do
Right
12,
about.
bitch.
Right here.
All right, that's terrible rolling.
Also, he rolls 5s and 6s.
I mean, that's true.
Avery and Nazaro. We're gonna put you guys right here.
$29 points. 29 points of
Get stuck there.
positive damage. And what did she roll as her save? Like an 18?
Yes.
So she critically fails.
Okay.
Double that.
So she
Ooh.
takes
So she will take 58.
58.
Damn.
Hibbity hibbity hello.
How bitch.
And goodbye.
Yep.
And
So that
I
was
doubt it's a goodbye. Don't get too excited, Avery.
Ugh.
that was a 2-action spell to make it the line, and he'll put winning streak on Chevy.
all right.
What's that one do?
You are
Can't remember.
you
If I
are
crit, I get something?
yeah. So you're quickened,
Quickened.
and that gives you an extra action you can use to stride or strike. If you crit, the duration extends,
That's right.
or if anyone else crits, the duration extends, and if they crit, it jumps to them.
Gotcha.
If who? Oh, the person that.
Yeah,
quit.
so,
Okay.
like,
I thought
if
you were
ev-
saying if they, meaning like the bad guys.
No, like if Irnela crits, the spell would jump to her.
Yes. Otherwise, it lasts for 1 round.
Esteban has a new catchphrase.
Avery, you're on deck.
Hibbity hibbity hello.
Avery. You're up. You and Zara are right there, kind of near the cart. Wish I had
Okay.
a cart visual for you guys. I don't.
I
print another
am going to cast
Probably got one back there.
Black Fingers Blades, which
Whatever the fuck that is.
basically I am going to target up to 4 of our weapons, one definitely being yours, and for one being by each person, and for up to 1 minute. Basically says I pray for swift and painful death to your enemies and find your and your allies' weapons blessed to deliver just that. target weapons are coated with giant scorpion venom with the DC equal to your spell DC. So mine is 27.
Where the fuck has this been my whole life? You just picked that up, didn't you?
Whose weapons?
Yeah, when I
all of our weapons?
leveled up. Just four of our weapons. So one for
So me,
for
him,
four.
who else? Because there's four of us, right? So me,
Yeah.
him, Ernela,
Okay, Ernela.
and then what? Your bow,
So work on
my-
ranged weapons?
so
Or my katana.
or her
Yeah,
katana.
katana.
Probably do your katana because my weapons don't do that much damage, and yours probably does more than mine. So
Does not strike ruin on it.
yeah, it'd probably be better odds with that.
That's
And
cool as shit.
What's this giant scorpion venom do?
The effects remain on a weapon for a minute or until the weapon deals damage, but it just says that it's just giant scorpion weapon and with the DC of my spell DC, which is 27. But the fact that it started off with you pray for swift and painful death is what intrigued me.
Sure. Does it deal extra damage? Or do they have to succeed that to stay alive?
I'll look up what the venom does.
Yeah, that's what I was doing there.
Yeah, it doesn't give me a whole lot of information on that. Like, I don't have to roll for it or anything. I just cast it, and they
It does
don't.
1d10 poison
An
damage
extra
and
1d10.
enfeebled for 1 round.
Okay.
At stage 1.
Okay.
And
There's
this
3
is a
stages.
spell rank 5, so.
Sweet, love it.
Nice.
All right.
And then with my last action, I'm gonna send Azara in to go for the closest enemy, which I think is near Esteban.
It's gonna be, the closest one to Azara is going to be the woman sitting on the cart.
Okay, well I'm gonna have her pounce.
Okay. So she can move and attack. So Azara's gonna jump up here on the cart.
And I don't think I have to roll for that. It just says she has cat pounce.
It is a ability. If you scroll down on her, it should
Yeah.
tell you what pounce does.
It says the cat strides and then strikes. If it was undetected, it remains undetected until after the attack.
So for the one action, she
Yeah.
gets to stride and strike. So go ahead and roll either call jaws or claws before you have her.
I'm going to do jaws.
Okay, roll to hit.
Shit. That's not good.
Didn't sound good.
19 total.
All right,
She
19
says.
will not hit.
Shit.
All right, 19 does not hit. So that is one action for Zara. She gets 2.
Ooh, okay, well, she's gonna try it again.
Okay. Secondary attack, that's going to be a -5, remember?
3d6 poison and enfeebled.
So Zara's flamed up. She kind of
That
jumps
1d10
over the
was legacy.
dead horse and goes pouncing on this woman.
Yeah.
19.
19 will not hit either. All right. So that's Avery. That brings us to Sunshine. Chevy, you're on deck.
Okay, the skeleton thingy that hit me and anything that's in a line. Yes, please.
If you move.
That's fine. I can move.
Okay. I'll put out a little more terrain. Here. If you want to come over here,
Ah, the
you can
gods has
get
provided us with more dirt.
you can get these two,
This is Minecraft.
or you can be here and get these two. You guys always end up going like partially off my board.
You should build more.
I was gonna make it bigger earlier, but then I
That's what she
decided
said.
not to because
We're running back to Winterfoot so we can fight by the town again. So I hope you got that ready.
Yeah.
That lighthouse.
that's easy.
Where's the lighthouse?
Okay, so definitely the skeleton guy and the guy that's hanging.
This one or the hanging one, yeah. You want the one that's hanging? If you go in a line, I mean, it's really close to your Nayla, but it's not quite getting her. She's right beside that guy.
I have a reaction I can use if necessary.
No, I'm okay with getting the skeleton and the other.
The one up on the ramp.
Yeah. That.
That's also putting Chevy in that line, though.
Oh, well, not that one. Damn it.
Yeah. Well,
Fine.
if you go all the way to this side, you can get her too. But Zara's kind of right there, so you kind of got people all in the way.
Wherever I can't hit anybody else, I'm my party.
I mean, you're not gonna hit your Nayla that way. You just
Okay.
It's gonna
Then
come
that
close. All right.
All right.
You're always cutting it close to this line. It's always zooming right past my head.
You'll be fine.
It's fine.
Just stuck.
Yeah.
You're gonna need to make a basic reflex as I reach out both of my hands and fire a line of blinding light from my outstretched hands.
Did you say blinding light?
I sure did.
You sure did.
All right. Reflex, you said?
Yep, basic reflex.
All right. The big skeletal guy is got a 32.
Okay.
The
Feel
guy
like I take
hanging
half.
there.
Blinding light.
The guy hanging there, not so good. That one has got a total of 20.
Well, he'll take half. One will take half, and the other guy will fail.
Okay. So many papers.
Okay.
I might have went a little overboard on my printing today. Well, I wanted everything ready.
The guy that is hanging is dazzled for a round and takes 26 points of good damage. And the skeleton takes 13 points of good damage.
All right, let's see here. That one, that is not one. That one, there it is. Okay. And this one right here.
And yes, good damage.
Good damage. All right, and that would be how much for the one that made it?
13.
Skeleton. Okay, skeleton's 13. Woo. All right.
And the other one was 26.
I'm gonna sneeze. I got that one.
Okay.
All right. So.
That's all my turns.
All right. That was Sunshine Chevy. You are up.
All right. I'm going to tumble through the one in front of me there to be flanking with several.
All right.
There's my
Esteban expects that 12d6 now that you talk the talk.
You're gonna kind of
acrobatics
be.
is a 30 to
That
tumble
will
through.
do it. You're gonna be 30. Well, 30 versus its reflex. Which one
Sorry.
is it?
I don't know. The page just started loading.
I think it is the reflex.
Buffering.
This is right in the middle of my turn.
You made it still.
Buffer.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So that gives me panache, which I will then use to strike with my confident finisher.
Okay, you are having to be kind of up on their cart. Little disconcerting as you do go up there and you expected to put your foot on a crate. Your foot goes through it. So you're kind of, he looks like he's about hip deep in a crate on top of that cart.
Gross.
You're having to,
You wanted to carry a box and you ended up in a
That's
box.
not very good. That is a 25 only to hit.
25 to hit with flanking with several, putting him off guard. That will hit.
Okay. Well, that's still
This one has
2d6.
chicken.
What was the? It was 2d6 poison damage as well.
So it's,
2d6
he's got to
damage.
make a save versus her spell save DC.
Which is 27.
27.
Which is 27. So if he fails the save, the fort save against it, then he'll take stage 1 damage from the poison
Which is 2d6
and enfeebled for 1 round.
Okay.
and enfeebled.
That is a 24.
So
So he fails. So additional
fail.
2d6.
He will
yeah.
take the poison damage.
Okay.
that's super cool.
So-
I love that.
She's got some good ones coming out here, apparently. Like, she's randomly comes out with some crazy spells here lately.
Scurvy.
Yes.
Scurvy.
That's my
That's
favorite.
got to be my favorite.
I know
yeah.
I sit down in the morning and I'm looking through them excitedly like I made new ones, like
Then that's 28
they look like
damage.
evil Barnabas.
8.
Evil Barnabas.
And they're and he's enfeebled one.
Enfeebled one. Yep. It was 24 piercing, if that matters, and then 4 poison. That was my second action. Third action, I will use my, what's it called? My Courageous Anthem.
Don't forget your quick end. You get an extra action to stride or strike.
I do. Okay, well then that extra action I will use to strike again with just a normal strike. That's a same thing, 25.
Dig it.
25 will hit.
This is just a 2d6 plus 7 then. That's 14 piercing damage.
Love it.
All right. 15 piercing. So.
And then
Yeah,
final action is going to be Courageous Anthem.
But back
Yep.
up hard.
You hear. What do you do as your courageous anthem?
Don't worry, guys. We got this. We're good. We're good.
Wink.
Wink.
Like finger guns.
Don't
Yeah.
forget,
Yeah.
we're the United
Yes.
Souls.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
That's
We
not what you
defeated
said.
the Well, they didn't need to know that before. We defeated the Ebon Accord.
That's right.
Okay? We're the United Souls. You guys are great.
You guys.
You guys are great.
Yeah, we're the United Souls. You guys, you're fucked.
Yeah.
Fox.
Finger guns. Bang bang. Oh wait, she's got real ones back here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, hang on. Have a shot there.
Yeah, right.
All right. So you you say that,
We got
and you
this.
are working your thing, and you hear from up on the front of there. You hear, "Oh, that's adorable." And she looks around at you, ignoring Azara, and you start hearing something.
Who?
And so does. It'd be Several. So does Several. I need a basic fortitude from you guys.
Not today.
19.
20?
Like, is that natural?
No. Oh, I have a reroll. I have a reroll
that
though.
natural?
High five. Thank you. I'll take my reroll.
Is that natural?
Ah, yes, that's way better.
T-shirt number 2 tonight.
36.
Apparently that did not print.
Is that natural?
Perfect.
Hibbity hibbity.
D20
Hello.
on?
And is that
Hibbity
natural?
hibbity hello, yeah. That's how that works.
I need that. Is that
There's
natural?
a
And
shirt
it's
with
in a
2
D20.
D20s.
Yes.
My 20s are natural.
Yes.
Yes.
Apparently, one portion of these spells did not pop out. All right, for one action. Sorry. 30-foot emanation. You guys all begin hearing this this sound that just starts kind of creeping into your mind as she's just kind of moving her hand and looks like she's paying attention to you, and she seems to be kind of swaying as if she's starting to dance. And so that would be everybody.
Is this mental or is it auditory or physical or like visible trait?
Actually, there is no save. Sorry, all of you are frightened.
Oh.
One.
Crap.
You may not reduce your frightened value below 1
that one
while
spell?
you remain within 30 feet of her Dirge of Doom.
Dirge
Keep
of
that
Doom.
keep that roll for whatever happens to you next there, Cipro, because that was not fair of me to have you do that. And
No offense,
Nice
but
job on that reroll. though.
we've had a dirge of doom.
Yeah, we've been dirged of doom.
yeah, you
That is
all have frightened 1, and where'd it go?
It cannot be reduced.
There's so much.
Right.
It
While
cannot
you're
be
in range.
reduced.
Yeah, cannot be.
No, we literally dealt with this last night.
Yeah.
So
Well, we dealt with it last
We
time
dealt
with the
with it.
Ebony or the Ebony Court as well. Yeah. I think Nisla had it or
Yeah.
Kira had it or something. Yeah.
I think Nisla did. I think it's a bard thing.
Freaking bards.
fucking bards.
And where is it? Sorry. Looking at her last thing here. Oh,
Oh,
there it is. And that is the other one in a 30-foot cone for her other 2 actions. She says, "Oh, that's cute. I can do some of that too." And she starts doing her sway, and then she kind of looks at you and goes, "But I don't think you're scared enough yet." And you feel something else hit you too. That is where what was that, a 36
Yeah.
on your will? What did you get on yours?
19.
19. All right. So, anybody else hit in that 30-foot cone? That would be you too, Irnela. I need a
Great.
will save.
She says, "I love that for me."
Does this
Right.
one have a auditory visual effect?
It is a mental.
They always are.
Always.
Yep.
they're always mental.
Bards be mental.
That'd be something.
They definitely are.
I
Something.
got a, you said will, yes?
Yes.
26?
That will not make it.
Of course not.
All right. So the only one that has succeeded was. So for one round
If I get a success, it becomes a critical
Oh,
success.
if it's a will, then mine was a 20, not
on a
a.
will save.
Yes.
It doesn't matter.
For,
got a
I thought that was
26.
for versus.
So I get,
failed.
Yeah. Okay.
so
Well, making sure mine's
resounding bravery
Oh, sure.
says, not resounding bravery.
Wait, do we get anything from your courageous anthem against being frightened?
This isn't. This
Yes.
Okay,
is frightened.
bravery.
It's not a frightened.
Bravery
That
says
was
your
the derivative.
proficiency for will saves increases to expert when you roll a success on a will save against a fear effect, which she said you're not afraid enough yet.
Yeah, this is not a fear effect that she's doing. She said he's not afraid enough yet. She did a fear effect. Now she's doing a wave of despair.
Okay.
This is a mental.
Okay.
With a success, for one round, you cannot use reactions, and you must attempt another save at the start of your turn. On a failure, you will be slowed for one round as you turn and sob uncontrollably.
I know that. spell.
Failure as success, but the duration is 1 minute. So you all
slowed for 1
cannot.
minute.
Not yet.
You can't use any reactions. And then
On a
your
failure, you will be slowed because you'll get another save at the start of your turn. You'll get another save. If you fail, you are slowed one for that turn as you start sobbing uncontrollably.
So is the fear on everybody? Like everybody's frightened?
Everybody is frightened 1 because she
Okay.
is putting out a radius effect. This was a 30-foot cone directed at those 3. All right, so that finishes her action with Wave of Despair. Her actions. That brings us to the little guy over there. He kind of comes up. He kind of moves a little bit up here beside you and then seems to decide different of it and hops down over to here. And you see you see him do something that you've seen before. He takes a couple vials and a few things and drops them in there and shakes it up real quick.
Okay.
And he tosses it toward you. There it is. I have to get his. That would be that. It's not. Sorry, his alchemical stuff did not print out for me. There's no way to get him to print. That would be That's only a 17.
To hit?
Yeah, so
No.
that will miss.
Save.
But you will take
Who is that threw it?
the little
mousy
rat
man.
kind of looking guy.
Okay.
But you do take the splash damage.
Sure.
Where did it go? There it is. So as it hits the ground next to you, these needles just fly out like the needles of a cactus. It seems like whatever was all in there just kind of flies out. And you take 2 piercing splash damage, and it almost seems to be charged with a little bit of electricity, but I'm not exactly sure how that goes. I think that's how that goes. That's alright. That's his first and second action, was moving and doing that. And his last action... Oh, that's the other part of that. As it hits and those spines go flying out and splash damage, it also hits their little vampiric looking buddy there too. But this smoke billows out and covers the entire area around you, Cyril. It is going to be there for a little bit. I will look up how long as we go to the top of the order, which is actually somebody else, so I can't do that. I have to get this. Okay, that is a 10-foot burst of cloud of smoke. So, okay, everybody within that 10-foot radius is concealed. However, all other creatures are concealed to you, and that 10-foot radius cloud of smoke is going to last for a minute. So, I need the templates. So, Irnela and Chevy, you guys don't see either, because all this area is just filled with smoke, and none of you can see. You are concealed from everybody, and everybody is concealed from you.
I have blind fight.
You do. All right, so that's his last action. Blind fight, but not tremor sense, correct?
I don't have tremor sense, but I have blind
All
fight.
right. I'm going to remove him, as his last action is to hide. So, that brings us top of the round to the vampiric looking ones. Oh wait, nope, there is one more thing that this thing seems to kind of come around here, but we'll get to that later. All right, as we are at the top of the order, these guys don't like being in that smoke. Let's see, what is within 30 feet? You hit me with that. Appears right there. Almost as if they are listening to each other. They appear flanking you, Sunshine.
Okay.
They didn't like biting him, but they might like biting you. First one rolls a 1. Fall prone. Fling weapon. It can't fling weapon. Fall prone. Hit buddy or hit self. Let's see what happens. It's gonna bite its own arm.
Good job.
Arr!
It does. It seems to just miss, and it kind of whacks itself a little bit on her frying pan,
Tastes like
and
chicken.
then bites itself.
I have an ability to deflect fangs.
And second
She's been
attack.
practicing.
Just unwelcome fangs.
The
Yes,
second attack
unwelcome
is
fangs.
a 34.
That hits, and that's a crit.
Ooh.
That sucks.
Where's my other dice?
Bad touch.
Don't bite me! All right, so Sunshine, you are taking
Stuff.
17 piercing and 5 negative.
Only one vampire can bite me.
And then
Yeah.
the other one Remember, you are considered off guard and you are being flanked. That is a 33 to hit.
My AC currently is 23.
That is a crit.
It's a crit.
Oh. Uh-oh. How much was the first damage? You
I
haven't
don't know,
told
I've
me?
already picked up my dice. I told you.
She did tell you.
17
17.
piercing.
And
Check the chat.
8, I think. Yeah, Chad, do you remember?
was it?
I think it was 8 negative. No, it wasn't 8.
It was like
It
4.
was like 4 or 5. Anybody remember?
17.
Save us, Laura. You're our only hope.
Well,
Well, whatever you say is going to be canon, so here we go.
All right, so
I think it was 4.
I think it was 0.
so 15 more
Oh
piercing
my god.
and 5 negative.
She says, I don't know.
And it's last action.
She was too busy modding to listen.
Didn't have to use an action to get over there? What the fuck?
It shadow steps for 1 action. It can go anywhere within its movement speed and just appear.
Right. Shadow step for 1 action and then attack twice. That's 3.
No, the first one attacked twice. They're
Oh,
both over
okay.
there.
I was like,
This
what
is the
fuck
second
kind
one
of
attacking
bullshit
the
is this?
second time. And actually, it's going to grasp onto you. On a successful melee hit, it's going to drain.
Oh no.
You know,
Take 7 more points of damage.
Okay.
You are drained 1.
Oh my gosh, that's an actual thing.
Yes. And it sucks.
literally.
And it will heal itself a little bit from that.
Okay.
That was the one that was hanging out. All right.
So.
Bad touch, bad touch.
And where did the big skeleton thing that popped out of there? It goes lumbering
Bleh.
up this way. It will go right in between you guys. And I think that is its total. I think that's as far as it can actually move anyway. Yeah. It can move a little bit more, but it doesn't need to. It'll stay right there. And first thing it's gonna do is take that big great club and take a swing at you, Several. So that's a 35.
That'll hit.
That is 25 points of bludgeoning damage. And the shove that comes after that is a natural 1. It hits you, and it actually is going to take 4 points of damage from it trying to continue that motion. And you don't budge. Oh, hang on. Yes, it did hit you. I had to do my flat check, sorry. Alright, and it will shift and turn at Chevy for a shield bash. That is flat check works. And that is would be a 33, that would be a 28.
28 hits.
Okay, so you're gonna take 13 points of bludgeoning damage. Alright, and that's its turn. That brings us to Irnela. Sibyl, you're on deck.
All right, so I'm going to try something I've never done before.
Alright, let's hear it.
It's a 2 action. Well, first I'm going to move so where I can kind of remember where the lady was standing last time I knew.
Okay,
So kind of out from under the bridge.
you wanna move toward the cart?
Yes.
Alright, toward the cart.
Yep.
You find you still are in it until you're right beside her.
Oh,
And then you're suddenly out of the smoke.
well, then I don't have to do my fancy thing. Can I go back in the smoke just for fun?
You can. You step back into the smoke, you see her and go, oh, and then go back.
No, sorry.
It's like
What's your speed?
it's like Homer coming out of the bushes. and then
30,
just
but
going
I
in.
may or may not be slowed. Well, that's, yeah.
You do need to make that save at the start of your turn,
Okay.
yes.
Which one is that?
Right.
It is, it was a
Well,
will.
nope, I'm not
Well,
going out
was it
there.
will?
Like,
I don't
Yeah, I
know.
think it was will.
Well, I got a natural 1. So.
Oh no!
Oh, no.
That's a
Well,
critical
shit.
fail.
Womp womp.
Oh no! Let's see. What does that do?
I don't know.
Let me
let's
look
not
at
find out.
Wave of Despair.
Too late.
So number 1, you start crying. You popped out of there, and then you just start bawling.
Sobbing.
It's
Something's not right.
something's not right. Oh, you start crying.
Something has changed within me.
Where did it go?
Something has changed.
Yeah, that time of the month does that
There
to
it
ya.
is.
Something is not the same.
Okay. Ouch. Okay, so a fail is as success, but duration is 1 minute. So for 1 round, the creature can't use any reactions, and must attempt another save at the start of its turn, or
Okay,
on
perfect.
failure be slowed for that turn. However, critical failure, as failure, but the creature is automatically slowed 1 for 1 minute. So as long as the smoke bomb is there, you are going to be slowed unless somebody does something about that. So that
just have
is
one fewer action.
1 action was to, and you cannot use any reactions for this turn. All right, so you're Nayla.
So
I only have 1 action remaining then.
Yes.
Okay. Well, there goes my 2.
doesn't.
I believe she already used her reroll, so.
Right.
I did
but
use- yeah.
Slowed says when she regains actions, so it would be
Oh.
next
Oh,
turn.
next
she
turn.
regains
Oh, okay.
action.
Yep.
Perfect.
Because slowed says when you regain actions.
Right.
You
Regain
regain
one
one
fewer.
less. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do see that.
Did she make the roll before the start of her turn?
It
or?
says make it at the start of your
Yeah.
turn.
Okay, so she regains actions and then
Okay.
Yeah.
you slowed 1. So.
Because you regain actions at the start of your turn, you don't immediately lose actions if you become slowed during your turn.
So you will be slowed
Okay.
for the next
Well,
10
good,
rounds.
because
I at least wanted you to do your thing.
I do want to do my thing. So I'm going to use this feat that I have called Accidental Shot.
Okay.
It says once per day,
Okay.
I can make a strike with a ranged weapon, rolling the attack and the damage twice and using the better of each.
Okay.
And the attack ignores circumstance penalties to the attack roll and any flat check required due to the target being concealed or
Oh,
hidden.
well, there you go.
That's cool as shit.
So,
She's gonna accidentally hit something.
right, well, yeah.
She popped out. Went, oh, there she is, and backs up. Boom.
She just sticks her hand out out of the blackness. She's just like,
The smoke. She's going and crying
Yeah.
and shooting because it's overwhelming despair.
I love it, yeah.
You are all feeling just this need to just
Just
cry
like
and be upset.
sobbing and pointing my gun.
I have no more emotions. I used them already this episode.
Right, yes. I
Is that like
rolled
skills? Like you only use emotions once per day?
Yeah.
a 28.
That will hit her.
That
Woohoo!
was a 3-action thing I had to do earlier.
And
I
then
gotcha.
I get to roll
Only lasted for the first half of the night.
Yeah.
the dice twice for the
Let's
damage.
go.
It was the same.
Oh, of course it
That's
was.
okay. 13 points of damage.
All right, 13 points of damage
And-
to her.
Learning the way I learn, because my weapon is concussive, I can target either piercing or bludgeoning.
Okay.
And since she attacked me back when I hit her with piercing, I'm going to bludgeon her instead.
Okay.
Take that.
Yep. And then do I roll for the persistent
Yes.
Bleed.
2d6.
2d6? Wait, do I roll to resist it first?
So you
Do I get to...
you take the damage.
Oh, okay.
And
Am
then
I
you
rolling the
can-
2d6?
Yeah, you can
Okay.
roll it. That's fine.
Of course I can.
You rolled really well.
I did.
That's why I let her roll it.
I rolled 11.
Okay, ouch.
Ah.
And then now you make a flat check, DC 15.
I can't even do
I'm gonna
that
look
math
for
right
a
now.
big ass dice prison that holds up to like
Nope,
10
I
dice
got a
for
10.
everybody. Because clearly we need that.
So you're still bleeding.
So I'm still bleeding,
Yep.
Okay.
but now I need a math.
All right. So
Thank you. don't have any mental math skills.
So that brings us to the end of your Nayla's turn, and just mainly because I want to hear it, that's where we're going to pause for the evening.
What the
That's
fuck?
a cliffhanger. I guess the bridge
it is
hanger, technically.
after 9.
No.
We are going to pause right there. Cyril will
No.
pick us up on his turn.
Bullshit.
No.
Every time.
So you
No.
were on the cart.
I'm going to have a damn
not.
cart,
Well,
or at
I'm
least
That's
some boxes to
bullshit.
put right
Their
there.
cart.
Yep.
Yeah. So,
Ah.
stream elements. This is bullshit.
So now that my turn is over, am I no longer frightened?
So you're in the dirge of doom, which
As
means
long as you're
Oh,
within
still
30
within the
feet,
30 feet.
she has Dirge
Yeah.
of Doom
Yeah.
up.
We are,
for one
That's fine.
round. However,
We are
She
debuffed
can keep it
galore
going.
Yeah,
at the
absolutely.
moment.
Got it.
Frightened, slowed,
you
concealed.
have one bard debuffing.
Bullshit.
Yeah. One bard debuffing, and you
Forgot
got
about
another
my
guy that has
Bullshit.
disappeared. Guys, thanks for being with us tonight. We will see you next Tuesday for the
I
continuation
just got a text that said no, not in the middle of the fight.
Yep,
You have to keep going.
in the middle of the fight.
No.
We are going to go raiding. Guys, if you're around here, PopCon, come see us at PopCon. We are super excited about it. You won't see any Overwatch on Thursday. We will be kind of packing up and getting ready
I know.
for PopCon.
I know.
Oh, I know.
Oh, I know.
Oh.
I can smell that shit from here.
I
Sorry.
guess, 30 pages of printouts for them is good for debuffing you guys. Hey, at least I didn't have to throw away 10 pages that you guys just kind of skipped over like
Well, wait till
the
the
last couple days. Last couple
wait
times.
wait till the cleric gets pissed off again.
Oh, I'm sure. It's okay. This is probably gonna
Everybody
piss you off.
copy that raid call and let's go make a fools out of ourselves on someone else's channel.
The one thing
Jeez.
I want to get to though.
Have a good night, everybody.
Night night!
See you at PopCon.
It's bullshit.
Just for the record,
All of it.
Sunshine has like 6 hit points left.
Oh my gosh.
3.
I mean, just saying.
3.
Just saying.
And I'm frightened.
You know.